Hello. Hello, yes, I'm back. But it's a bit later. It's a bit later. Just a little bit. And because it's later, gotta mention a couple things about tonight. First of all, yeah. So, I try to take a nap before stream, which I often do. And I actually managed to fall asleep. So that's why I'm starting a little bit later. But also because of that, I haven't eaten for like 6 hours. So, that combined with a later start means it might be a bit of a shorter stream because I could be starving hungry soon. So, we'll see. We'll see. But, yeah. Also, well, I did some research, aka Ask the Internet, and I found out that as I suspected, as I suspected, because I was forced to shoot down Astarion, in my, hi Jim, hi, but because I was forced to shoot down Astarion in my Chatocracy run when he gave me the whole I'm beginning to like the whole speech, the whole box speech, and asked me to spend the night with him, and chat forced me to shoot him down. Because of that, the game has marked him as forever not romanceable. So even though I have him at high approval, he's still not gonna hit on me at the party. Yeah, 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 yeah. So there's that. So, we have two choices here. We have two choices, and I'm not sure which I prefer, honestly. We have two choices here. If you look at the chat title, it gives you an idea what's going to be happening here. But ARPR, that stands for the Astarion Romance Protection. Yeah. Roll, that's the R. But yeah, Astarion Romance Protection roll. Yeah. Because I know myself enough to know, and if you've watched my Chatocracy streams, you probably know this about me too. To quote one of the things that ChatGPT summed up when I was trying to find out if this run was forever doomed, is Astarion is my main story, everything else is side content. That's just the way it is, man. Astarion is my main story, everything else is side content. So, because I know myself so well, I know that I lost every scrap of motivation to play this run the second I was forced to kill the Astarion romance. I have purely powered through the last couple streams, and I was hating every second of it, but the only thing that I was holding on to was the hope that maybe because my approval with him was very high, he might still trigger the romance at the party. But according to the internet, that ain't gonna happen. He's forever marked as unromanceable now because I turned him down when the romance triggered. So we have two choices. Two. I'm not sure which I like better, honestly. But we can go back to the day that the romance was triggered, when I had him at high enough approval to trigger the romance, but then was forced to shoot him down, despite, letting him bite me, telling him I trusted him, telling him that things he did, that Cazador did to him were horrible, telling him that I always have his back, and even telling him he could feed on me again. After all that, I was forced to shoot him down and insult him and say that I'd prefer to kiss a leech and that they were more attractive and they take less blood. Yeah, how do these things go together? They don't. But, yeah, okay, so we have two choices. We can go back to my current run of Chatocracy before that happened. The morning before, or the morning after the bite. We can go back to that. Or we can just start a completely new run from fresh. I might prefer the second one, honestly, because I'm already playing multiple runs, and I think I will get very, very, very confused about what I've done and what I haven't done if I go back to an earlier point in that run. So it might just be easier for me to start a new run, to tell you the truth, guys. It might just be easier to start a new run. Because if I go back to before everything got messed up, before the ARPR was broken, and then I had to invent the ARPR, That was the day the ARPR was born, the day that happened. But yeah, if I have to go back to like 2 or 3 days in this run, I'm going to be very confused about what I've done and what I haven't done. I'm going to be very, very confused. So it might just be better if I start a new run with the ARPR, Astarion Romance Protection Rule, in effect from the very beginning. Because that may sound insane to you people. I know, it probably does. Nobody gets it. But as I said, Astarion is my storyline. Everything else is side content. That's just the way it works, guys. That's the way it's worked for 5 years. I've told this story many times, but I will tell it again just to explain myself further. The reason I bought this game is back during early access, in the good old days of December 2020, I watched another streamer do early access run of this game. As soon as they met Astarion, and I heard him speak, I did some research and found out he was romanceable. That was the second I bought this game. When I heard Astarion speak and found out he was romanceable. That was why I bought the game, guys. That was why I bought the game. Just to give you an idea of what I just said, Astarion's my storyline. Everything else is side content. I lose every bit of enjoyment if I can't have my main storyline, aka the Astarion romance. So, yeah. Because I just know it. I know that that's the way my brain works because I've been playing this for 5 years now. And every single time I try to do an RNG run or a chat voting run, and the moment I lose Astarion or lose the Astarion romance, I'm just like, okay, run's over. Run's over. I just can't make myself play it anymore. I just can't do it. It's just the way it works. So yeah, I've got an Astarion dependency challenge. If I can't have him, I'm not playing this game. Okay, so that's just the way it works, guys. That's just the way it works. So I'm thinking that I should maybe just start over. Because I also made this comparison. Take your favorite game, be it this or something else. Take your favorite game, and imagine the devs did a patch, and they took out the one thing that made it your favorite game. If that patch took out your favoriteest thing from your favorite game, how motivated would you be to play that game anymore? I mean, everything else in the game is really great, but none of it's great enough to make up for the loss of that, you know? I know, I probably sound crazy, I probably sound weird, but I know myself well enough to know that that's how I work. Because I've many, many times, on stream and off stream, I've tried to do runs where I let RNG decide everything, where I've let chat decide everything, and the second I lose access to the Astarion romance, be it whether he's gone or whether I just F up the romance completely because of choices that I was forced to make, that's when I end up deleting the campaign. Because I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So this is why we have the ARPR, the Astarion Romance Protection Rule. Because otherwise, I won't be able to stand the game. And I also said this in my last couple Chatocracy runs. Vote for whatever crazy shit you want, but do not touch my Astarion romance. I can get through any kind of crazy shit if I've got the Astarion romance. Just don't touch that. Just don't. Just don't. So, yeah, so that's my evolution of the ARPR. Because I've tried, guys. I've went, I think, 3 streams since his romance got trashed, and I can't do it. I had to look it up and when I found out that it's officially trashed, no matter how high my approval is with him, I'm not going to get the romance in this run. I'm just like, okay, I can't do it. So, and as I was saying, this leads us back to one of two choices. I can try to go back to the day before the romance was broken, or I can just make a new run. But I honestly think I will get very confused if I try to go back to the day before the romance was broken, because I have played it for like 12 hours since then. So trying to remember what I've done and what I haven't done is going to just mess with my head. Because I also am doing an RNG run off stream, which is also going to get deleted because I only have like 2 things left to do in Act 1, and I've got to start at -3 because of the RNG choices. And one other little caveat about Astarion, if you don't trigger his romance in Act 1, if you don't have him to medium by the end of Act 1, because you have to have him to medium by the end of Act 1 in order to trigger his romance. And if you get to the end of Act 1 without having it medium, you can never romance him. That's another thing that breaks his romance. If you get out of Act 1 without getting him to medium, romance is broken. So, yeah. Because his romance is meant to start in Act 1. It's the way it works. It's a story beat that cannot be undone, as they may say. So yeah, if you don't have him at medium by the end of Act 1, you can't romance him. I mean, you can fuck around with mods and make it look like you're romancing, but you won't really be romancing him. So yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to be deleting my RNG run because he's at like -2 or -3, and I barely have anything left in Act 1. It's like I have a couple fights and then the Goblin Camp, and the Goblin Camp, when you kill all them, that's what triggers the party. And yeah, so I have him at -3 in that run, so that one's going to be getting deleted too, because I have to apply the ARPR to it, or I will never finish it. It'll just get trashed like every other time I've attempted it. So, I know I've been talking a long time, but I need to explain fully the ARPR, guys. I need to explain it so you know what's going on here. And like I said, you may think I'm crazy, you may think I'm strange, you may think I'm single-minded, but you know what? I know how I play this game. Say it with me now. Astarion is my story. Everything else is side content. Really, really good. Amazing side content. But side content nonetheless. Okay, so... yes, exactly. Alright, so I guess we're going to be starting a new run. Nobody else is saying, no, I love your current character so much you have to stay on her and get really confused about what you've done, what you haven't done. So I guess we're starting a new run. So let's just get to it, right? Like I said, I haven't eaten for like 6.5 hours. So I don't know how long this is going to be lasting. There's my regular one, where me and Astarion are perfectly happy and in love in Act 3 and everything's perfect. Alright, this is my RNG run, which I guess we're just going to get rid of this now. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Okay. This is my Dark Urge run, my original Dark Urge run that I started about a year ago. I'm waiting to get this run caught up to this run, and then I'm just going to finish them both. And here is this one. Yeah, we're on day 7, and I think the romance triggered on day 5. So we're at 28 hours, and the romance triggered somewhere after 12 hours. So yeah, I've played 16 hours since the romance got busted, and I really don't think I'm gonna remember what the hell I did and what I didn't do. So, bye, bitch. I know, I'm sorry, bye-bye. So now the only thing I left is my run I've been doing on stream and my Dark Urge run, and they're both in Act 3. So, I know, I did it. Bye-bye. This is the punishment for denying the Astarion love. You get your ass deleted. That's just the way it works. Okay, so now I've been also toying with this one thing. I may regret it, honestly. But I've been toying with this off stream. Honor mode, or not honor mode, but customized mode. And I don't know. Enemies and allies the same level of strength. Enemy loadouts I've been putting on Tactician. So they use different spells. Although, I don't know. I might go back to that later, but what I'm worried about right now is if you guys make me get rid of Lae'zel and Shadowheart, and then I have enemy loadouts on Tactician, the little brain dogs on the beach have like ranged attacks and shit. And if I had to solo that, it'd be pretty much game over. So I guess we'll just do this. For now. We might change it later. Bump a couple things up to tactician, but for now we'll just leave it unbalanced because I don't know if you guys are going to let me have my companions or not. I mean, I am going with just the Astarion Romance Protection rule, but I would really, really prefer not to lose companions, guys. I really don't want to lose companions. I mean, if you must make me lose entire storylines and be completely underpowered and everything in the game and die constantly, then fine, but I'd really prefer not to lose entire companions and all their story. I'd really prefer not to, but we'll see. So you got, well, good. It seems like you were the only one that was voting before, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, the Astarion haters might not want to watch this if I got my Astarion Romance Protection rule. It'll ruin all their fun, but if I don't have it, it'll ruin all my fun. We all must have fun. It can't just be one or the other. Not just you guys or just me. One or the other. It has to be both. But yeah, I don't know why people do that. Get rid of companions and lose story. Like somebody I saw when I was looking for people to raid the other night was doing a solo run. And I'm like, interesting as that is, that's somebody that doesn't care about story. That's what I see when I see somebody doing a solo run or doing a speed run. This is a person who doesn't care about story at all. If you're doing a solo run, you're doing a speed run, you just don't care about story. That's just all there is to it. Because either of those things basically take away all your story. And story is the best thing about this game, in my opinion. Well, you know, and the best part of story, we just had 20 minutes talking about that. But, yeah, story is my favorite thing. And the romance is my favorite part of that story. That's why when people say, oh, you'll like this game, and I'm like, a game with almost no story and no romance? How would I like that?
Who are you?
No, we don't need to reset that. Alright, so we can't really vote here because there's no real voting option here, but I'm going to try to do it the same way I did it before, where I try to use RNG. But also, this, I guess, is a sub role. I know, more roles. I have to be able to stand staring at my character. I have to be able to stand staring at my character. So I don't want some hideous freak. So there's certain races I just won't play. If that makes me a D&D racist, then so be it. But there's certain races I just won't play. Okay. It's Fashion Gate after all. It's Fashion Gate. We gotta have a character that looks good. Come on, RNG. Give me a number that looks good. Half elf? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I just put in a number from 1 to 11. Half elves look okay. That's fine. Alright. Sub race 1 to 3. Come on, RNG. I know, I have random.org on my thing. Hi, half elf. Same thing as Astarion. But, okay, here's another thing. This won't really matter in this run, at least not yet. But if you've watched some of my regular runs, I use a little spinny wheel thing to pick companions, but my video producer would flat out refuse to freaking load on Twitch last night, so I had to clear all the cache on my browser to get it to work again, and it deleted my whole companion wheel. So I'm gonna have to type that all in again, and I don't really want to do it on stream since I already started late and I haven't eaten for 5.5 hours. 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours. So I don't want to do that right now. High elf cantrip. The default one is nice for certain things, but also this is really good for when you're stuck in melee, so I might get this one first. I know, weird. But when you're stuck in melee, this is really, really good. I mean, I guess this is kind of good too. But this one keeps them from op-attacking you. Yes, I'm going to pick my own powers and stuff just so I can play. But, you know. Alright, class. What class are we going to get this time? It's not about knowing how to play them. At least for me, it's about being able to stand looking at them. Because it's Fashion Gate 3. I didn't get a bunch of modded items just to have some hideous creature trying to wear them. Alright, so Sorcerer and Wizard are my go-tos, with Gloomstalker / Ranger as a nice second choice. But as Jim has pointed out, I'm quite good at playing Rogue, since I've always had a Rogue in my party for 5 years. But let's see what random orc gives me out of 12. 1. Oh, Barbarian? Barbarian? Isn't Karlach enough? I don't like melee classes, like, at all. Ugh. Ugh. I want to be able to pass charisma checks, thank you. Ugh. So I'm already playing a class I hate. Go me. I'm already playing a class I hate. I mean, I don't hate it, but I much prefer ranged classes, like, way more. So, man, this is horrible. I don't want to beat a non-charisma, non-ranged class. Ugh. Okay, well, I guess strength is the thing you have to have when you're friggin' barbarian. And charisma I have to have if I'm gonna be the main character. Wisdom I'm gonna need for all the saves. Con I'm gonna need because I'm freaking melee. Dex I'm gonna need. Jeez. That's just terrible. That's just terrible. That is terrible, man. It is terrible. Ugh. How can you guys stand playing barbarians? I just don't see it. I mean, I don't mind Karlach just as a party member, but as a main character? No, I haven't tried to play an Origin Karlach yet. The thing is, I wanted to play Origin characters starting at the one I like the least, and then working my way up. So about 5 times I've tried to play as Lae'zel and always deleted it, because I couldn't stand playing and making the choices Lae'zel would honestly make. I said this before, Lae'zel's the anti-RPG character. If you try to stay true to her personality, she'd never talk to any of the other companions. She'd go straight to the Githyanki Patrol and get killed. The game over. If you're being true to Lae'zel's character, that's exactly what she'd do. She'd ignore everything under the sun except the Githyanki Patrol. She'd go there and get killed, and the game would be over. She's the anti-RPG character. So yeah. For me, my best character is Karlach. I don't know why, I just feel like it's so much easier. See, that's the way I've always been in every RPG I've ever played. I've always been way better with casters and rangers than melee. I can't stand melee. I mean, it's okay once in a while with my companions, but as my main character, I just can't stand it. I can't stand it. Like, if you've ever played Guild Wars 2, I think you mentioned you played Guild Wars 2. It's almost impossible to even attack anything if you're melee because the entire screen's covered with AoE. So, the entire screen is covered with AoE. How do you melee that shit? Just, I can't. I always prefer to kill things before they ever have a chance to touch me. That's just the way I've always played, ever since I started gaming centuries ago. But yeah, I've always just wanted to kill things before they have a chance to touch me. That's just the way it's been. Alright. Let's see. Great, like for me, in this new run, I just keep missing with ranged characters. Wizard build. If you make him arcane... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, you said you're playing a wizard. What race are you? Because if you don't have dark vision, that also kind of messes up ranged attacks. Dark vision's way more important than people give it credit for. But, yeah. I don't know. I know some people are all about melee, but for me, ever since I started gaming, I've always been all about the ranged attacks. One thing I will say is I at least like the barbarian starting armor. Some starting armor is hideous, but the barbarian starting armor is okay if you dye it. Okay. Let's see. Well, perception is kind of important. Oh my god, I don't even get to choose the two most important things in the game if you romance Astarion, which is perception or persuasion and insight. Those are the two most important things in the game when you're romancing Astarion. Yeah, it's insight and persuasion. Those are the two most important things when you romance Astarion. And I can't even pick either of them. Well, that's shit-tastic. I guess perception for traps. Nature, animal handling, athletics, survival. These are horrible choices. These are horrible choices. Ugh. And the thing is, athletics is good for shoving, but if you're a melee character, shoving them just makes your life harder, because then you can't attack them properly. I mean, if you shove them off a cliff, fine, but there's not always a cliff there. Survival is good for treasure, but yeah, I don't really need it, considering I've got all my mod stuff. Nature, I think the only time I've ever used that is for the scissor bark check. And I already have scissor bark for one of my mods, so don't really need to even worry about that quest, honestly. Animal handling, meh. 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 Yes, we'll just, you know what, this is just horrible. This is horrible. How do you, meh. How do people play this this class? It's just, ugh. I'm not going to be able to pass any dialogue checks under the sun. I'm not going to be able to pass a single freaking dialogue check. That's just terrible. Ugh. 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 How do people play this? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's move on. Stop giving me voice 6. That's my least favorite voice, and it always defaults me to that. That's my least favorite female voice, and ugh, I hate it. Alright. Let's randomize appearance. Until we get one that looks tolerable, because I don't like using the default one for obvious reasons. It's default. Alright. So, yeah. We'll just randomize until we see one that looks tolerable. That's the same face I had in my RNG run, but I don't know. I'm not into it, man. Well, that's some interesting hair. Okay, can we find something that looks okay? I mean, she's okay. Not really big on the hair. I mean, it's all right. I think we can do better. Let's remember random 6 if we can't find anything in the next 12 years. It's interesting hair as well. Why do I want to put scars on all these characters? I mean, I guess it makes sense for the Dark Urge backstory. If you don't know the whole Dark Urge backstory, I won't say anything more than that, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's all, what is with the pink do? I keep getting pink. Pink. Alright. I guess she'll have to do for now. Not really sure about these scars though, man. Alright. It also didn't give me any piercings, which is okay, I suppose. Eyes. Okay, I got heterochromia, apparently. A red eye and green eye. How Christmassy. Makeup, yeah, we gonna do makeup. We always do makeup, man. We always do makeup. Oh, this shit. Why does it default to the stupidest freaking colors? Alright. I mean, that's not awful. The Christmas eyes are still throwing me off, though. Let's look at the eyes again. Because it's okay, but I don't know. I think that's the one I usually go with. Okay. Guess that's fine for now, I guess. I know, character creation. I don't know about the pink hair, man. It's a little, the pink hair and the flower. So barbarian. So I'm not trying to change her too much, but just enough to make it okay. Kind of like it. Let's see if we can make it just a little bit darker. Get rid of that. Highlights. Okay. Seems like highlights don't work on this hair. I'm not really seeing. Oh, I guess there's a little bit of highlight up in the front here. I don't know, man. Guess that's fine-ish, just to make it a little bit darker. It's like if it was a darker pink. Just a little bit darker. This is rose 2. I don't know, man. Rose 5. Maybe. Maybe. I know, and I'm already getting hungry, man. Because I ate at like 5 o'clock, and it's 11:40 right now. Because, yeah, I actually took a nap and managed to fall asleep for once. Also, I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow night, because I gotta watch some video presentation for some job that I applied for, and that usually means, here, we're going to give you a presentation, try to convince you to give us money even though you want a job and you obviously don't have money, but we want you to give us money before we give you a job. One of those deals again? There's been many of those in the last 10 months. Here, we want to give you a job, but first give us money. Then we'll give you a job. Hello? If I had money, I wouldn't need a job, you dumbasses. Okay, but anyway. So yeah, it's probably going to be one of those deals. Yeah, I know. So I'm going to go watch it, and the second they say, for just $300, and I'm just going to be like, fuck off. All right. I guess this is our girl, freaking barbarian, who ain't going to be able to pass nothing, including the most important parts of Astarion's quest. All right. I guess we're doing this. We'll stick with the name, guys. We'll stick with the name. Just because it seems fitting for a Dark Urge chat vote thing. All right. I guess this is it.
You need a guardian.
Yeah. Why even bother, man? Sorry, spoilers. But seriously, why even bother? But we'll try to make him look tolerable, just like I'd be super annoyed if, you know, he has a makeover at any point. I didn't say anything. I mean, they always seem to match my guardian's hair to mine in some weird way. The flowers, the pink. He's a tiefling? Oh, he's a hornless tiefling. Not sure about those eyes, though. I'm not big on the demonic eyes for tieflings. Down. No, I can't sing. Oh, these are demonic ones again. I don't know, man. Those ones. They kind of match his hair, but still. Oh my gosh. Makeup. I kind of get annoyed if they're too hot for some reason. Guess that's fine. I don't care. It's discarding. Nobody cares. Doesn't matter. Let's move on. Okay. Guardian, sure. If you don't know why I am so meh about the Guardian, you obviously haven't played the game, and I'm not going to say anything else. Alright, so I'm getting hungry already, so this could be a short stream, guys, but we'll see how long we go. We'll see. Because if I went till my normal time, I'd be going till 3 a.m. But we'll see. Yes, I could skip cutscenes, but have you not noticed by now that I'm kind of a fan of story? So ask yourself if you think I'm going to skip cutscenes, even if I've seen them for 5 years. Ask yourself, you think that's going to happen? Definitely should call it early if you haven't eaten. Cutscene's so sick. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try to go at least 2 hours. Normally I go 4 hours. I'm going to try to go at least 2 hours. I'm probably going to stop somewhere between 2 and 4. We'll see, though. We'll see. Because, I mean, technically I've already been on for like 40 minutes. I'm just getting down to the game. But yeah, do you think that's an accurate summary? Astarion's my storyline, everything else is side content. I think it's pretty accurate. Really amazing side content, but side content. If I have Astarion's love, I can get through anything. I know. But hey, that's just the way it is, guys. So, again, anything goes as long as it doesn't mess with the Astarion romance, but I'd really prefer not to lose companions, guys. I'd really prefer not to. But we'll see. Yeah, even you, Lazel. Even you. I prefer not to lose you. Because you're kind of tolerable after we brainwash you. Kind of. Okay. But I still won't forgive her for her annoying party banter. Because, yeah, we've talked about this. The way I organize my favorites depends on how much of an asshole they are to Astarion. That's where they end up in my list. The more of an asshole you are to Astarion, the lower you are on the list. And Minthara and Lazel have absolutely the worst possible things they say to Astarion in party banner. So that's why they're my last two. Because they're party banner with Astarion. Yes. It is really good. But there's no dialogue. That's why I'm talking during it. Because there's no dialogue. So you're not really missing anything by me talking. But yeah. Guess I'm breaking your immersion, but I mean, if you haven't seen this cutscene by now, I'm pretty sure most people have. I actually really like the game music. Like, I've seen people. I don't play other music when I'm streaming because, one, if you play music when you're streaming, Twitch is gonna mute your whole stream on the VOD. And secondly, the music's really good, so why would I do that? I do play music while I'm playing The Sims, though, but I don't often stream The Sims. But Sims often turn on music anyway, and I had, before I had to rearrange things, I had tons of custom music in my Sims game. No, I just, since I didn't feel like putting it all back, I usually just have Pandora on in the background when I'm playing Sims, and then just have object music turned down. Here I am, all covered in blood.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds. That pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden.
Oh yeah, it is.
In your skull.
The kid I babysit used to try to play Sims with a controller, and I couldn't even help her. I'm like, I don't know what the hell to do with this thing. It's definitely a PC game. Alright. Astarion Remnant's protection roll in effect. Which doesn't mean F all in this part, so pick whatever you want. This has nothing to do with the story. But yeah, I can't play Sims with a controller. The kid I babysat before, her parents got her a copy of The Sims, and like, there, you can help her with this since you play Sims so much. So I tried to help her, and I'm like, I have no clue how to do this with a controller. I've been playing Sims with PC for 20 years. I don't know how to mess with this controller shit. So I couldn't even really help her. I'm just like, try this. Okay. And plus, the other thing is, in my expert opinion as somebody who's been playing since Sims 1, Sims is completely unplayable without mods. I have 95 gigabytes of custom content for my Sims game to make it tolerable. The game itself is 60 gigabytes. I have 95 gigabytes of custom content to make the game tolerable. That gives you a little clue. All right, curse whoever did this to you.
The torturer behind this cruel prank will meet you.
Yeah, it's horrible.
When you get out of here. Killing. Now that sounds like your first good idea.
Oh, God. Plus, I've watched people try to play this with controller. And all the shit that pops up, I'm just like, what the hell is on your screen? Okay. I can't play this with a controller either, man. The only game I've ever legitimately wanted to play with controller was Dead by Daylight, because it's the only game that I find impossible to play with keyboard. So I plugged a controller into my PC when I played Dead by Daylight, because I couldn't deal with it without the controller. And that's weird for me, because I'm not a console gamer at all. I've been a PC gamer forever. I mean, once upon a time, I had a PlayStation 2 and an Intellivision and an Atari, and I played stuff on Nintendo 64 or whatever. But I've always been, ever since I could get a computer, I've always been a PC gamer. Always. So yeah. Let's see. Play the controller. Yeah. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Alright, so we got to do a little bit of maintenance before we get to the game. So let's turn on this auto loot, because the other one that I usually use doesn't work until after the tutorial. Well, at least I don't have to worry about anything being on my bars, because I'm melee and they have nothing on their bars most of the time. So let's sort this out. Jump, hide, dash, shove, throw. I can't believe I'm trying to play Barbarian. The only time I play Barbarian is when Carlock's in my party. That's it. Trying to pass checks. Ugh. I just don't see it happening, guys. I just don't see it happening. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. I've got this because I picked it before I realized I was going to be a freaking melee class. Okay. Hugs, kisses, romance scenes. Alright. Jeez. Now this I want to change, because it's kind of obnoxious if you don't change it. Okay. That is 1 to 8. That's 4 to 15. Now, if you've seen my mod list, you might have seen some questionable mods in that list. But one of those mods is based on the fact that I'm a prisoner. Why would I have access to weapons and armor? That just doesn't make any sense. 3 to 8, 1 to 8. Yeah, I got captured by mind flayers, but they let me keep my armor and my weapons. Meh. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so we gotta do a little bit of maintenance. It's just better, yeah. Well, I love mods, so. And for the longest time, modding anything on console was kind of rough. It's still kind of rough sometimes, from what I have seen.
No time to rest.
Okay.
At the ready.
I know, I'm forgetting a million things. Alright. So let's see. Did I get my stuff? Yes, I got my stuff. Okay. Eh? Eh? Alright. So let's do the regular pre-game maintenance. I gotta get out my dies. I gotta get rid of the thing that gives me annoying buffs and debuffs that I send back to camp as soon as I can. Gotta put all these in with the rest of the mod stuff. Okay. So this is the maintenance portion of the stream. Maintenance. When you have mods, there is maintenance. Fuck you. Stop it. I hate it when it does that. I just want to organize my windows. Stop your frickin' moving. Okay. Now, what do I need to take out of here? Because I try to be fair about the mod stuff and not be overpowered at level 1. I know. I should really... The thing is, I feel guilty for using all my mod stuff really early in the game, so I try to, like, pace myself. But I've been watching other streams where they are using millions of mods all at once. And I'm just like, I have millions of mods, but I try not to use them because I'm trying to be fair. But then I see all their modded up stuff, and I'm just like, I should really be using my mods, shouldn't I? Maybe someday I'll get over that. Alright, so this has the stuff in it, gives us weird-ass buffs. So we want to send that to camp as soon as we can. Now, all this stuff is from the only armor mod I ever used for all of early access. So, let's put it in here. And then wait an hour, because when you try to move multiple items, the game's like, fuck off. Sit here for 3 hours while I decide to move stuff. Thanks. Would you like some music to listen to while I move your items? No? Elevator music? Nothing? No? Okay. Alright. No. Terrible. Alright. Today, please. Today, please. I know, it just takes forever. If you have mods, you know what it's like when you try to move multiple items. The game's just like, There we go. That took less than 3 hours, oddly enough. Alright, now what else do I need? Now I do need to take a couple things out of here. Things that I just keep even though they're kind of cheaty. But I just keep them because otherwise it's going to be annoying. Like, I always accidentally sell my shovels. Always. And you know how many shovels are in the game? So if you could think it's cheating to get a permanent shovel when you get like a 9 million shovels in the game, that's just a little weird. I don't know how that's cheating when you get 9 million shovels. I'm just doing that because I won't sell that one. I can see that that's a shovel and I shouldn't sell it. But all the other shovels just look like junk. So I always end up selling them accidentally. No. The sister bark we can get later. Dyes, well, dyes are always good. And you know how I am with my dyes. That's the one mod rule I break from the get-go. I must have my dyes. I must have my dyes. Alright, and then in my world, it makes sense that a vampire can speak to the dead, considering they are dead. What? There's a vampire in this game? Nope. You didn't hear a thing. You didn't hear a thing. No vampires. No vampires anywhere. Okay. A lot of these would be kind of useful, but I'll leave them be. Okay. So this we gotta get rid of because it gives us weird buffs and I don't like it. Now, what else is in here that I want to grab? Yep. Dies, dies, dies. Gotta grab the dies. Now, where is the main die bag? Also, where's the gear up amulet? Because that doesn't populate by itself. You gotta kind of do that manually. Oh, and this is the become a vampire thing that I was telling you about. This potion turns you into a vampire spawn. Fixes the things that Astarion, or that Larian won't fix for Astarion. Okay. So remind me when I give this to him. I'll show you his stats and everything before I give it to him. And then I'll give it to him and you'll see what it does change. Gives him a couple powers and stuff. Also. Which he should have, according to 5e rules. Now this thing, I think I have to summon because it doesn't populate in here for some reason. And there's also some more dies that only populate in the camp chest that we'll have to get later. Maintenance. Maintenance is super fun. Actually, I should probably leave that open, but it's fine. Let's get this one, since it doesn't auto-populate. Okay, and I just like having everything on hand, so I can just do upgrades whenever, but I pay for them. I pay for them, man. Okay. Alright, so this can go in here. And then we will sort out our dies. Ah, jeez, get up there. Okay, you can go away now. But we will sort it out. And I put everything in this bag because there's like 200 and something in here, and I'd rather not move those. But this is TC dies, one of the die mods I always recommend. That one and the Psychotter's Gothic dies. And this is from Basket Full of Equipment. And there are certain dies in here that will die things that are undieable in the game normally. Like, I know you've all probably had this happen if you play this game. You try to die something, it doesn't change a damn thing. But there are certain dies in here that will overwrite that and will actually die stuff. Like you try to die some bracers or something and it just changes them from silver to gold or something. They don't actually die. But this will override that, some of the dies in here. So that's why I love this one as well. But okay, this can just go in here. Now there's a couple other camp mod things that do have dies in them, but I think there's just like a couple, so there's not really a lot. Alright, so let's do this one first because it's going to take the longest. Like, I'll show you what I was talking about. You know how there's some things that just won't die? If you go, it just won't die, it just won't die. But yeah, if you go to these ones down here, like the ones with numbers are the base game dies. The ones without numbers are the special ones that will actually die things that don't normally die. That's these things. And my favorite one is probably black cloth steel metal. That will die anything black. Even if the game doesn't normally die it, it'll die anything black. Paint it black. Alright, time to wait for another multiple moving. So let's go back to our music. Elevator music playing while we wait on this move. I know, it's horrible, but it's just a little bit of maintenance I have to do at the beginning to get my dies all sorted out, and a couple other mod items that I need to kind of sort out at the beginning. So, you know. Yeah. Oh, we do have some interesting music playing in the game. Probably can't hear it if you don't have a headset on, but it's interesting. Oh yeah, I can take that necklace back off, so I don't need it now. Come on, come on. The reason I'm doing this one first is because there's like 60 dies in this, and there's only like 15 in the other two, so it doesn't take quite as long to move. Still takes too long, but not quite as long. Guess I'll have some caffeine while we wait. Jeez. Ow. Ow. Just smacked my hand. Fun times. I know, I'm not saying much. There's not much commentary when you're waiting on dies to move. Okay. Or any items to move, honestly. Okay. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. But, hey, last night when I was doing my regular run, my Act 3 run, I only had one little lag spike in 4 hours. That's pretty good for Act 3, man. But yeah, when I'm not streaming, I get very, very little lag. It's just OBS hates this game. Unless you've got like some $9 million computer, which I don't. So, yeah. I mean, I could put this back in here instead of just selling it and getting free money. But it's just a container. It's not really important. I don't know how it just works. Stop moving! God, I hate it when they do that. I'm just trying to resize the window. Stop your freaking moving, woman. But yeah, I'm not even sure how much the containers are worth. It's worth 12 gold. Don't want that free 12 gold, man. That's cheating. Alright, so let's get this back open again. Since she moved and effed it all up. Alright, but yeah. These are probably, other than the ones that dye everything, the Gothic dyes are probably my favorites. They're so good. They're just so good. Honestly, good, because I'm literally hyper-focused on this one fight I've been stuck on for like 20 in this game? In this game? Or in some other game? Which fight? Which fight? Oh, jeez. Come on. Let's go. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. How spiffy. Okay. Now I think this is the last thing I have to do other than sorting out my bars and dyeing my armor. Come on. Yeah, we'll see how long we go tonight. We'll see. Alright, so what do we still need to do? Now, normally I don't get free healing potions, but this is going to keep showing up in my search, even if it's not in my bag, so I'm just going to grab it now, because otherwise it's going to annoy me. Because it's going to keep showing up in my search because it considers me having it. Because it's in my one bag. Okay. I think that's fine now. Okay. So we can take this off now. We don't need it anymore. Okay, let's dye our armor, as you do. Oh my god, she's got horrible camp clothes on too. I forgot about that. Look at this. Ugh, bleh, 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 and bleh. Did I mention bleh? But we'll try to dye these, even though we're going to probably get rid of them as soon as possible as well. Actually, probably going to dye our underwear too, because why not? Oh my, oh my. It's getting saucy up in here. Alright. Alright, so let's dye some things, and then we can move on with our lives. Oh my goodness, I haven't saved for 5 minutes. What's that about, guys? What's that about? Okay. 27. Benthos version 2. I don't know, man. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. We'll put this on in wares for now, just to mark it off. But I think they're only worth like 12 gold or 1 gold. They're only worth 1 gold. These things. I know. I usually try not to sell mod stuff, but they're only worth 1 gold, and I just don't want them my thing. Iron Yanni version 3. Let's look at that. That's a little better. A little. I'm gonna get rid of this as soon as possible, so there's... I mean, I'll dye it, but I'm gonna get rid of it as soon as possible. I mean, I could get rid of it now. Okay, I can't tell what you look like because you're covered in blood. I know, how dare I do that? See, I don't like it as much on that. I don't like it as much on that. Okay. So we'll get rid of that one too. Try another. Because even if I get rid of it, I'm probably going to put it on whoever I steal stuff off of. I'm looking at you, Shadowheart. What? I know. I'd rather use my... Oh, God. I hate this. I hate this one. I'm going to hate it, but I'll put it on. I'm going to hate it, though. Yep, that's hideous. That is hideous. It must go away. It must go away. It's like a... really Act 1 fight where you're supposed to find like a crate of loot, but then you head into this cave and you have to help these people fight against some gnolls. Oh, the gnoll fight outside the cave. Oh, okay. Alright, I gotcha. Usually something pops up in the middle that makes the fight a bit easier. Usually. Abcinder's like brownish orange, so that's just no. Nope, don't like. Make it stop. This is the stream now, guys. Trying to find a dye that looks tolerable on these hideous camp clothes. I know. I've got a bunch of camp clothes in my mod. But I'm waiting until I get to camp because then I'll get the Fear Tailor's camp clothes, which is like 700 camp outfits. But there are camp outfits in other mods that I really like. I mean, I'm not really that big of a fan of green, but that's not awful. It's not awful, but meh. This is the game now, guys. This is the game now. 15. Yes, I'm using random org in case you're wondering where I'm getting these random numbers. Literally from a random number generator. Why do you all suck? Give me a gothic one, please. Those ones look decent. I'll be making 200 gold at this rate. Selling all these damn dyes that just look bleh. 5. Aeolian. Alright, I think that's as good as it's gonna get at this point. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Alright. Gray. I mean, meh. But it's fine. I'm feeling very monochrome today, it seems. Okay. Sorry, guys, but, you know, we gotta look decent. It is Fashion Gate 3, after all. Sometimes it doesn't pop up. I'm not sure exactly what triggers it, but a lot of the time when you're doing the gnoll fight, it, like, stops in the middle and you can talk to Flind. And it gives you some options. But sometimes it doesn't pop up. I guess it maybe depends on how much damage you do, which ones you kill. I don't know really how they determine what makes it pop up. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't pop up, but a lot of times it does. So I don't really know. I wish I knew what determined whether or not the talking to Flind option pops up. Alright. Now, for some reason, it doesn't want to loot this Mind Flayer. Neither of my auto loot, well, one doesn't work in the tutorial, but for some reason, every time I've done this, it doesn't want to loot this Mind Flayer. It loots everything else, but it does not want to loot this Mind Flayer. See? What kind of BS is that?
Dead. Good.
I can't believe I'm playing a barbarian, man. I think it included everything else, yeah. I'm not gonna be able to pass any checks. I don't like it. I'm a charisma player. I usually play sorcerer, or at least wizard, with higher charisma than they normally have. Warlocks I'm kind of on the fence about, because their powers do a lot of damn damage, but they can cast so rarely because they have so few spell slots. It's just kind of annoying. What now? Come on, you can do it. Now I think it, yeah, it sounds like it's looting all this stuff. I will check, but I think it loots this stuff. Oh, why it didn't loot that is beyond me. It usually loots that stuff. Yeah, it's like picking up the freaking Eldritch tablets and shit. Alright, what have I picked up even? Yeah, see, it picks up these stupid things. Actually, there I go, selling my shovel, but I did that on purpose this time. Okay. Guess we good. Alright. I like letting this brain live because of things that happen later, but you know, whatever, guys, whatever. Generally think my favorite character in this game so far, probably Lumpy. Well, you know who my favorite character is.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us. Please. Before they return.
Way to go.
They return.
Felon checks already, man. Okay. If you can't see the pop-up, refresh. That sometimes fixes it. So, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Time to get a drink. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect
yeah,
devourer.
one of my mods,
a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Yeah, one of my mods is specifically in my game because I like keeping this thing alive. But, you know, do whatever you want, guys. This don't affect Astarion's romance, so it doesn't violate the ARPR. 15, 14. But yeah, I have a mod specifically that deals with keeping this thing alive. That's all I'll say if you don't know. But 13, 12, 11. My favorite to drown in lava. I said nothing. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I mean, I could tell you why I hate Minthara. It'd be a bit spoilery if you haven't heard her party banter that makes me hate her. But yeah, 3, 2, 1. I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body.
Looks like you're the only one
From
voting,
this
Jim.
place.
Which
Free us.
it's fine because you like Astarion. So you should not be in danger of violating the ARPR, hopefully. Alright, so I got -1 for investigation. +3 and advantage for the stupid thing I want to get rid of. For strength, +1 and advantage for that stupid thing I want to get rid of. So, got -1, 3 and advantage, 1 and advantage. 15, 14, 13. Oh my god, the investigation is so low. 12, 11. Normally, Dex is my highest. If I'm playing a wizard, it might be investigation. But 6, 5. I can't believe I'm playing a barbarian. I'm not gonna be able to pass any checks. I hate it. 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess I'll pass strength checks and intimidation checks, but that's about it. Won't be able to pass any other damn thing in the whole game. So we're gonna break the skull, I guess. No, I don't like the brute approach. Especially since the two most important things in Astarion's quest are persuasion and insight, not brute force. Persuasion and insight are the two most important things in his quest, man. Oh, jeez. Yay me. So I'm gonna probably end up having to put on a bunch of gear with charisma and wisdom on it, because that's persuasion and insight,
The
right?
brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient. Should it prove a threat? Your fingers twitch
Persuasion.
with the desire to
No,
rip its tender,
not really.
moist
Oh, God.
meat to shreds.
Dark Urge stuff. Alright, well, if we pick one, I guess I won't be getting this pet. Which I have an entire mod to make this pet better. Okay, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Look on her face. What the hell? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Maybe I'll finally get the pet if I actually make it to Act 2? When you get him? 2? No, what a spoiler. What? You can get this thing as a pet in Act 2? I know, the whole game's ruined. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But I have a mod specifically for us as a pet.
We are free.
I mean, not to make
Our
us a
freedom
pet,
is ours,
but to make us
friend.
more useful as a pet.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
If you really want to see us as a pet, I believe in my Dark Urge Dirge X Astarion run on YouTube, which has like 42 parts because I'm like right near the end of the game, just have a couple of fights left. I think I have us as a pet in that run. I think. It's been so long since I played it because I'm trying to get the other one caught up. Oh yeah, sorry guys. 6 is attack. So these are our choices. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Let's go.
To the helm we go.
Lae'zel will love you
We are going to the helm.
just as much as we love Lae'zel. I'm sorry, did I sound a little sarcastic there? Yes, it is weirdly adorable. It's a brain doggo. Brain doggo. Or brain kitty. I don't know, whichever you prefer. Knives, poison, strangulation, whichever you prefer. Brain doggo, brain kitty, whichever you prefer. Sorry, okay, let's move on. Get your squishy little arse on here. Who, me? Compulsive saver? What you talking about? What you talking about? Let's go get my favoritist, Bazel. My dumbass would really pet anything that looked like a dog or cat. I love kitties. Dogs, okay. I've never really been a big dog person, but where I'm living now, the dog acts more like a cat. She's the size of a cat. She hardly ever barks. So she's actually not, she's more cat-like, so she's actually tolerable. Alright, let's go get Bazel. We love that for us. Massive animal person in general. Yeah, I love kitties. I love kitties. Yeah. And horses. Those are my two favorite animals, kitties and horses. I used to have pet rabbits as well. Long time ago. It's Bazel. Thank goodness she's not an asshole that pulls a weapon on you when you first meet her. Like somebody does if you fail a perception check.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon swings, a silver sword, and a flash
I mean,
of your face.
you know I'm not a
Lae'zel
fan, but at the same time I don't like losing companions either. So it's like, eh.
What is this?
But yeah,
You are no thrall.
as much as I dislike certain companions, I still
Vakith blesses me
usually
this day.
try to keep them all.
Together,
And I even try to get them good endings.
we might survive.
Yeah, because we know I'm not a Lazelle fan, but if I have complete control, I usually recruit her and try to get her a good ending. Let's have a hamster. My sister's hamster ate mine. Oh my god. I didn't know hamsters were that vicious. I never had a hamster. I've had all kinds of weird pets, though. When I was really, really little, we had pigs and chickens. I've never had a horse because they're too expensive, but I went to a camp every summer where I could ride horses, and I had a best friend in high school who competed in horse shows, so I always went to her house and rode her horses. And I've always had cats. Sometimes had dogs, but that was usually not my choice, as my sister's. But I have had fish, rabbits, lizards, turtles, crayfish, all kinds of odd things. But yeah. All right. Anyway, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We need to figure out where we are.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority.
Horse riding bunch. Again. Kind of just love animals.
We exterminate the
Experiences with horses.
Then we find the helm
my
and
God.
take control of the ship.
The worst I've had
As for
is
that thing, it will remain tame.
I
as
mean, I
long
spent a
as
lot
it
of time
believes
around
we are
horses
thralls.
in my teens.
It may be of use in the fight to come.
But the worst I've had is occasionally getting my foot stepped on. Once or twice they tried to kick me, but I don't think that I ever actually got kicked. But but if you do the whole patting them as they go past, you usually don't get kicked. And the only other thing I've had is when I had there was an adolescent horse that was in heat, you know, and he like bit my hand once, but it wasn't, you know, horses' teeth are not sharp, and they just can have a lot of force, but he was young, so it didn't really hurt that bad. The worst thing is getting stepped on because, you know, they have metal shoes and they weigh 2,000 pounds. But if you put your hand on them, you usually don't get kicked. I used to hang out around horses all the time, so. But yeah, I've had a couple little instances like that, but nothing too terrible. I was on an untrained horse once that tried to buck a little, but he wasn't too bad. Because I had, when I was in high school, I had briefly worked for some lady who, I was dumb and thought this was a good idea, but she's like, if you clean out my stables, I'll let you ride my horses. And this one's young and he isn't completely broken yet, but if you help get him used to people, you know that. So he wasn't super trained very well, so he kind of sometimes threatened to buck me, but I managed to stay on him and he wasn't too bad. But anyway, okay. All right, go for it, buddy. Nice. Nice. Okay, us. Let's see. I used to live in Bali. Oh, wow. There's like a bunch of stray dogs there. Everyone always tells me stories about stray dogs being scary, but I've never had any experience. Yeah, I mean, my bad experience isn't from dogs being that nasty, just them being noisy and smelly and needy and destructive with like chewing things up and stuff. So I mean, I've had to live with dogs for quite some time because I've been living with people that have dogs. But the dog I'm living with now is more cat-like. But the ones where I used to live, oh god, they were freaking annoying as hell.
They're dying for me.
All right, calm down.
All of them.
Oh shit, I'm a barbarian. Just realized that I'm a barbarian. I think she's part Jack Terrier, part Chihuahua. She looks like a Jack Terrier to me. I'm freaking melee, man.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Well, okay then. Pretty sure I have it unbalanced, right? I have it unbalanced, right? Yeah, I've heard people think that they're nasty. Now, the thing is, when I was in elementary school, my best friend had Chihuahuas, and they were so vicious that anytime you went to her house, you had to wait outside while they locked up the dogs, because otherwise they'd attack you. But this one that I live with now, she's not really like that. She never even barks unless there's somebody at the door, which is when a dog's supposed to bark. That's like the only time a dog's supposed to bark, is when there's somebody at your door or in your driveway. It's the only time a dog's supposed to bark, in my humble opinion. But yeah, this one definitely seems more Jack Terrier than Chihuahua. Alright, why is this on here? Also, this I don't need on here. Okay, so I'm freaking melee. Yay me, I'm melee.
Time to strike.
I don't think they loot during combat. Oh yeah, your shit's all awry. So we gotta fix her stuff now. Okay. Also this, I'm gonna send it back to camp because I'm gonna be the only one looting. So we'll just put that in here for now. Also, I'd rather have all the revive scrolls on me in case I actually need them. Okay. Yeah, we don't have nothing for you, Lele. Sorry, Lele, nothing for you. But let's fix your little Bari poo here. I mean, most Chihuahuas are kind of just terrified because they're super tiny and defenseless. So just bark and try to scare new things away. Alright. Jump. Hide. Dash. Shove. Throw. Help. Disengage, which I think I've used once in 5 years. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Whatever. Don't need that. Don't need that. I mean, that just pops up in checks. You don't need it on your bar ever. Okay, so hamstring can go there. Regular shot can go there. 4 to 7, 5 to 14, 1 to 4, 4 to 7. What? 4 to 7, 4 to 7. Yay, melee classes with absolutely nothing on their bars. Cool. Alright, yeah, so, Lae'zel's turn. Now we got that sorted out. Like such a waste of a turn. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like, if something is an action, it better damn well do some damage. Like, most of the time, I don't... Well, if you watch me play, you know how often I do things that aren't attacks. Like, the only time I use, like, the action dash, instead of the bonus action that Astarion has, is when there's absolutely nothing they can do that turn. So I'm like, okay, I guess dash, since there's nothing you can do. Now, will this work? Not enough movement. Well, biatch. How dare. I mean, that's okay, Bazel. We don't need to actually kill anything. I mean, me and us killed something, and you couldn't even get to it. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. Okay. I know, I'm terrible. Terrible. Well, at least he missed. Like, you need a bonus action plus remaining movement to make any use of it. But you can't really even get away that well because they can easily just chase the turn after. Yeah, that's why I love making Astarion Thief. Being able to go 3 times in one turn has been a lifesaver for me so many times. Plus, if you give him Bloodlust or Speed Potion or Haste or whatever. You've seen my Astarion. You've seen my Astarion. You've seen how much damage the man does. Why don't you have a jump? Isn't us supposed to have a jump? I thought us was supposed to have a jump. Maybe that's later. Now, one thing, sometimes if the summons powers go away, restarting will fix it. But I don't know if it's just because we're still in the tutorial. And this isn't the super version of us. This is just the regular version. Maybe that's why he doesn't have a jump? I don't know. I mean, I could try to restart and see if he gets his jump back, but he might not. Because it's tutorial us, not pet us.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm melee. I'm gonna say that every single time. I'm like, ugh, you mean I have to waste all my time trying to get to the fight before I can even do any damage? Yay, melee. You mean I'm going to mess up AoE for everybody on the planet so that they can't use any of their good spells? Yay, melee. Told you, I'm a ranged player. I'm a ranged player, man. But seriously, that's the biggest problem with melee. They have to waste all their time getting to the fight, and you can't use any AoE if you got melee people. And AoE are the best spells in the game. So yeah. Well, that's 2 for me, none for you, Lele.
You prove surprisingly adequate.
Excuse me, babe? Excuse me? Can I direct your attention to the effing DPS meter, Miss Surprisingly Adequate? That's all I have to say to you. It's almost like I like Karlach better than you, too. Hey, look, I got a crossbow now. Go me. Okay. Surprisingly adequate. Surprisingly adequate. Do we need to write this in Githyanki so you can understand it, darling? Okay. Moving on. Moving on.
No traps, please.
Surprisingly adequate. Okay. I love Bazel. Oh, I love her so much. She's so pretty and she don't have no nose. It's fine. Okay, let's move on. For some reason, autoloot is just weird. Weird here. I don't know why, it's just weird. Like Karlach. Yeah, I like Karlach too. Yeah. I mean, I don't like melee, but I love Karlach. They still haven't fixed this weirdness with hitting space, not actually closing that half the time. I think that's probably better than whatever bow that Lae'zel has on her. But we'll finish looting, and then we'll worry about it. Hey, nobody got hurt.
Able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Uh-huh. Short sword. Guess who that's going to be for? Because it's better than daggers. Get it through your head, peoples. It's better than daggers. And what the hell is that? Ceremonial helm. Your necromancy spells and cantrips? Well, that'd be nice if I had any. Reduce the number needed to score a critical hit by 1 against blinded targets. I mean, cool. But not really going to be useful for me. Plus, it's medium armor. It's medium armor, so it's like, eh. Alright, let's see. What have we gotten? Why do I always try to hit the wrong thing? Okay. Alright, so this is 2 to 7. This is 2 to 9. So put that on, Lae'zel.
Madness.
Yeah. That's for my boy. Because this just in, short swords do way more damage than daggers, and they are light finesse weapons. Why the fuck would you put daggers on the boy? Just why? Use short swords, then get him dual wielder and use rapiers. Seems pretty simple, guys. Seems pretty simple. Moving on. Now all these dyes that I don't actually want, could probably put back in the other bag just so I don't, you know, make an extra 6 gold, because that's cheaty, right? It's like I'm so torn. I want to be fair, but I want to use my mod stuff. So I'm just kind of like at an impasse. It's like, I want to be fair, but I want to use all my pretty mod stuff. What to do? Just stick these in here for now. Honestly, I don't know what the point of daggers are at all. Yeah. Yeah, I'll sometimes put a dagger on if it's got a really good buff, and then I just replace it as soon as I can. That's about it. But I mean, what do I know? You've seen my Astarion. It's not like he does like 900 DPS. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. sorry. No, he only did 900 DPS in the one fight. Most fights he does a paltry 200 to 600 DPS. Oh gosh. Does Shay Shay have necromancy spells? She has a couple, I guess. At some point she'll have them. You can put that on her, and she does wear medium, I suppose. So I guess we'll put that on her, maybe. You probably still look at me. I don't know. But yeah, if in my other run, you know, it's because I've got really good gear on him and stuff. That's why he's so damn good. I'm talking about his combat abilities, you pervs. But, you know. Sorry, let's move on. Let's move on.
Walk in
Can't
death.
believe I'm playing a barbarian. I don't want to play a barbarian. The only barbarian I can stand playing is Karlach. Because she doesn't have to make any of the decisions or dialogue checks. So I don't mind her. Alright. Yeah, hi Shay Shay.
I can make no sense of it.
Let's see, are you auto-looting today? Yeah, auto-loot is very wonky in the tutorial. Yeah, hi babes. How you doing? That's good. Cool, nice talking.
Brain in a jar.
Okay. I know, I'm getting there. But for the Karlach fans, rest assured, I don't do this nonsense where just because my character is the same class as a companion, I refuse to use that companion. Like, every time I see somebody playing a rogue, I'm just like, great, so you're never going to put Astarion in the party just because you're a rogue. Well, I mean, there are subclasses, and plus, I care more about story than combat, so I'll put everybody in the party. I don't care what their class is. I mean, I prefer ranged attackers, but I'll still put them in the party.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
I don't know. Go count them. Tell me when you're done. Well, isn't that fancy? What do we got? Scorching Ray. I mean, a barbarian with Scorching Ray could be interesting. Sure, we'll put that on. Why not? I mean, it's not like Scorching Ray ever hits anyway, so, you know, whatever.
A room.
Pull up a full guide at some point, because holy bejesus, I can't land a shot with this. I don't know, man. That's weird. That's weird. Now, does this put a bunch of... See, sometimes there's stuff in the tutorial chest, sometimes there's not. It's weird. I mean, I know there's supposed to be stuff, but I also, because of my Withers Trader mod and the AMP mod, one of the two, I think, changed it so there's not stuff in the tutorial chest anymore. But in my last run, there was stuff in the tutorial chest. It was strange. Yeah, I don't know, man. Astarion's always like one of my best people, but then again, I have been playing him since day one of early access because he's always in my party. All I can say for Astarion, for combat, use short swords, then move to rapiers if you can. Dual hand crossbows are amazing. Give him the dual wielder feat so he can get the rapiers. And yeah, I mean, that's what I do. I give him short swords / rapiers, give him the dual wielder feat, give him dual hand crossbows, give him good gear, and well, you see the results. You see the results. Okay. Alright, are we gonna like save Shadowheart, guys? Like I said, anything goes as long as it doesn't F with Astarion, but I'd really prefer not to lose companions, you know? I'd really prefer not to.
The console
Homes to
appears
life.
dormant.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong with him. He definitely is capable of doing so much. Yeah, I mean. Alright, what are we doing here? Are we getting Shadowheart out of her pod, or are we leaving her here? Remember, I have to fight brain doggos on the beach. Just a FYI. Alright. I already know what I think about Shadowheart, so... You've got a SRPR? Shadowheart Romance Protection Rule? Well, I'm not going to romance Shadowheart, but I would rather keep her around, you know? Interesting story. My very, very first run that I did at launch, I had no mods in the game at all, first of all, just an addendum. That has nothing to do with the rest of the sentence. But my very first run, after launch, I didn't have any mods, which means I only had like a regular 4-person party, right? And when I went to the mausoleum, I didn't have Shadowheart with me, and I'm like, well, it's fine. Well, if you don't take Shadowheart to the Night Song quest, you lose a companion, which I learned in my very first run. Alright, so there's a socket in the console shaped like the rune you found. Insert it.
The console hums to life.
Alright, sorry. I was adjusting my headset and didn't click. Alright, 15, 14, 13. Oh yeah, I have nothing for Arcana, I'm sure. -1. Oh god, I'm a barbarian. Somebody save me. 13, 12. I think I might respec, honestly. I mean, I went with what RNG said, but I think I might respec, man. Me and barbarians just... As long as they don't have to make choices, fine, but otherwise, it sucks. Anyway, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, we don't need to know what this thing is. We can just touch it. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Place your hand on the console. We gotta save Jim's Bay.
Suddenly, you
If we're gonna
feel
save
a
my bay,
hideous
we gotta save
swirling
Jim's.
in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Alright, is anybody gonna try to vote to leave your bay? I don't think so. Nobody else seems to be voting. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. If Heim was here, Karlek's his bay. All the bays. Click the wrong one. Oh, God. Wouldn't that be fun? But I mean, technically, you can still get her if you don't get her out of the pod. She's just a little less pleasant then. Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But yes, she is the dev's favorite princess. And let me tell you another reason why I say this. I've learned this in my RNG runs. If you leave Shadowheart on the ship, leave her on the beach, she'll still sit in the grove for the rest of Act 1, and you can still recruit her anytime you go talk to her. She's the dev's favorite princess. You can leave her and 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 leave her, and she'll still sit there in the grove waiting for you to recruit her until the end of Act 1. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I don't know if this has changed since early access. This is another little tidbit of trivia. It might have changed. I don't know. But do you remember we were talking about an Astarion only run? And I said, I actually did that in early access where it was just my character and Astarion. I mean, it was only early access, so it was only like 80% of Act 1. But I did a run with just me and Astarion. Period. I didn't talk to anybody else. I didn't recruit anybody else. I just wanted to see if I could do it. It was my wizard and Astarion. And I got the whole way through the early access content, which is up to the end of Grimforge. That's early access content, right? I got the whole way through that with just Astarion. And by not ever talking to any of the other companions, here's a spoiler. I don't know if it's still in the game, if this still happens or not, because it was early access and it might have changed. But because I never spoke to Shadowheart at all, in my Astarion only run, she showed up at camp one night where it's just me and Astarion, and she started talking about the voices made her come for us, and she has to do something and she like got hostile towards us and aggroed on us, and we had to end up killing her. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? It was so weird. I don't know if that's still in the game or not. But yeah, if you never ever speak to Shadowheart at all, she just shows up at your camp one night talking about the voices and the artifact, and it was just weird as hell. It was weird as hell. I know. I know. I was like, I didn't want to kill her, but she went aggro on us. Because I'm like, I don't need you in my party, because I was doing an all-Astarion run. I'm like, I don't need you. I don't know what you're rambling about this artifact. I know nothing about it, but just be gone, because it was an all-Astarion run. And then she went aggro on us. I don't remember exactly what happened. It might still be in my Only Astarion YouTube VODs. I don't know. I haven't watched them in a long time. But I think it could be in there. You could see what happens if you never speak to Shadowheart. It was so weird. I think it actually is. Hold on, let me look. I know, I'm holding up the entire stream. But I am curious now. And I really don't like running Twitch running Chrome during playing this, because it tends to get antsy. But let me see. It's in my Baldur's Gate 3 early access run. Only Astarion. Okay, yes. It's my 12th video on my bg3 early access run, and I have it called, well, it was Only Astarion Part 4 till some crazy stalker moved into camp with us. So yeah, it's actually in there. If you want to see what happens if you don't talk to Shadowheart at all, it's in my early access playlist. It's the 12th video. I can actually share it if you guys want. But yeah, it was so weird. Shocked the hell out of me, because it was the only time I ever saw that. It's a very, very rare thing that happens in the game. But hold on, I will put it in here. This is my playlist for my early access stuff. That's my early access playlist. It's the 12th video on there. It shows you what happens if you never talk to Shadowheart at all. Interestingly. Alright. Kind of wish there was more human elf looking character, because Karlach was more human looking. I probably would end up romancing her. Alright, let's get this vote out of the way, because we've had it up for like an hour now. Will the pod open? But yeah, it's the 12th video on that playlist that I just linked that shows you what happens if you never speak to Shadowheart. Like, ever. I don't know if that's still in the game or not. Oh, what the fuck? Seriously? 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 Oh my god. Way to crit.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and reject it.
Such a good character I have here. I love it. I mean, we can still get her on the beach, so it's fine. We can still get her on the beach. I just have to get to her without getting killed. That's all. But my goodness, a 2 difficulty, and that's when I get a crit 1. Or a crit failure. Oh my god, what the hell? Seriously? Seriously, though? Alright, fine. I mean, I could.
The key.
Where is the key? This is the second time this has happened. Where you're supposed to get the key, and you don't actually get the key. But, okay, so, in the spirit of random shit, we can do two things here. We can have Lae'zel go over to this thing, or we can just wait and get her on the beach. Those are the choices. This is an unsubstantiated vote. These are the choices. We can have Lae'zel let her out, or we can wait till the beach and recruit her then. What do you guys think? Because, of course, I only needed 2, and that's when I decided to roll a 1. So do we make Lae'zel let her out, or do we wait for the beach? What do we do? 1 for Lae'zel, 2 for beach. I know you can't vote, but I'm down for either. Whatever thinks better. I mean, I'd rather have more people sooner.
Blackets will be done.
And you know how much Lae'zel loves Shadowheart, man. You know how much. And actually, you did make the choice for us to let her out. The dice are just like, no.
Steadily, awaiting command.
So we're just going to do the same thing and see if we can not Get a 1 this time. Plus I need to change the die because these ones suck apparently. Underdark dice instead of Moon Shadow dice. Maybe these are better. Alright. There we go. Lae'zel passed the check. That's impressive, man.
You feel
And you
the
know,
biomechanical
Lae'zel loves
brain
Shadowheart
console
and vice
process
versa.
Your command. And you
And Lae'zel loves using illicit powers as well.
Across your
You know it.
mind.
You know it, man.
You feel sated.
Oh, I got an 11. If it was critical failure, you're gonna be like, okay, the world is trying to tell me something here. All right. So you can say I was cheating, but but you know, I still did what chat voted for.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin.
Because chat did vote for us to let her out.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts.
And there was like a 5% chance of failing that.
Gratitude is mixed with
5%.
wariness, because you have a gith with you.
Yeah, I'm worried too, babe.
Keep dangerous company.
It's not my fault. They're the first companion the game gave me, other than us. 15, 14, 13, 12. Your bay has been saved from critical failure hell. 11, 10. Lae'zel saved Shadowheart. Now they can live happily ever after. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Ooh, somebody else is voting. Somebody else is voting. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I guess I have to be the tiebreaker since we got 2 votes. The one I usually say is, did you feel that just now? We were in each other's heads. Happy Belly's LP.
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. They'll have to wait.
But yeah, if there's a tie, I'll
We need
just
to
do
get
the
off
one I
this
usually
ship
do.
alive first. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Alrighty. Alright, are we gonna leave Shadowheart? I mean, I'd rather not lose any companions, but this has nothing to do with Astarion's romance, so whatever. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Lae'zel got a point for you. There. 7, 6. Oh, another tie! Somebody's trying to leave your bay after that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Somebody's trying to leave Shadowheart. Who did that? Alright, since I have to tie break again, I'll pick the one I usually pick. Sorry guys, but that's what I gotta do. Alright, let's get going. I'm Tempest.
Shadowheart.
We both have interesting names, don't we? Somebody's trying to sabotage the Shadowheart, man. They wanted the critical failure. Alright. 15. That's weird. Sometimes just pops up and then goes away. 14. 13. 12. 11. Now you know how I feel when they were voting against Astarion stuff before I put in the ARPR. Anyway, 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. And now he's under federal protection. 5. 4. The Companion Protection Program. 3. 2. 1. What's that?
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
Yeah, it's so easy to
She's
trust
right.
people when they say it's nothing.
Lead on.
That's not sussy at all. I mean, I like Shadowheart better than Lae'zel, but still, it's a bit sus. It's a bit sus. Alright, let's get you sorted out, babe.
A long way to go still.
Now that we saved you. Twice over, the game was like, either the game or the voters were like, no Shadowheart. But we managed to save her with Lae'zel and a tie break. She's really sus, I know. So is Astarion, but we've talked about that. He is putting on a major act the whole way through Act 1. But alright. Let's first of all sort out your spells, because I ain't ever using that shit. I know, I'm terrible. Another heal is nice, but this is melee and it's an action, which just kind of annoys me. But I guess we'll put it in. Just for now. Probably gonna get rid of it as soon as possible. Because I don't like...
Action, not reaction.
I don't like melee heals that are actions.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, so let's see
No time to
if
dally.
there's anything we have for her. I mean, I don't think so. I could make her dual wield axes, which is fine, but also she needs a bow of some kind. A bow of some kind. And that doesn't appear that I have one. I'm sure we'll pick up more of them. Now, this is a necromancy spell, right? So let's just put this on her for now. Oop. No, thank you. Go away. But yeah, she has a necromancy spell. So we'll put that on her for now. Alright, I don't think we have anything else for her though, because we do need to get her a bow. Alright, and also let's put all the supplies on me since you guys aren't going to be looting. Also, I like having all the rev scrolls on my character, thank you. I'll just take that. Just kidding. I'll get it later. Alright, I think that's all we need to move around. But we will fix her bar. As you do. So let's give a quick save and then fix this girl's bar. Okay. Oh, stop it. Stop being silly. Okay. Throw. Help. Disengage. Nope, don't need that. Stop.
Not now.
Stop.
We must go to the helm.
You're just standing in my way, babe. You were just standing in my way. I'm trying to sort out her bar.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Guess we'll move over here and sort out the rest of the bar. We don't need that. We don't need that. We'll need that later. Much, much later. We don't need that. That can go there. Don't need that. That can go there, and we don't need that. Okay. And why is this on the bar? Guidance does not belong on the bar. I know some people try to use it just to pass checks and stuff, but the only, I mean, like in the world, like a perception check or whatever, but I usually never use it in anything but dialogue. Alright. So let's get all this sorted out. It's a level 1 as well. Meh. Meh, I say. And blessing the trickster, whatever. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. Think that good.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Calm down. Alright. Let's move on, shall we? And I don't know why random loot mod sometimes keeps you from getting the key for that chest. It gave me the key in my last run, but not the run before that. It's very weird. I guess we'll just have to find somebody else that can open the chest. I wonder who. Alright, let's go, guys.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge?
Did the person voting
I'll
against
trust
Shadowheart
my
leave
own
because I was
judgment.
breaking ties in her favor?
Cane yank.
I just don't want to lose my companions. I like story too much. I know. What a shame. But I love story. Just the way it is, guys. Come on.
Seems
Go,
simple
go, go.
enough.
Oh, I can't believe I'm playing a barbarian. I definitely think I'm going to respec. I definitely think I'm going to respec.
Thrall, connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we
Well,
escape.
since you ask so nicely,
Connect
Lae'zel.
the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Okay.
We need to get out of here.
Alrighty. Us again with the initiative. I still don't know if this is just broken or if he doesn't get his jump until later. Because I could have swore he had a jump. Alright. Hold on a second, guys. Gotta organize stuff in my desk for a second. Bear with me. Okay. I know, it's only a fight, nothing important, don't worry about it. Okay. Alright, sorry. Anyways, yeah. Let's move on.
Still on my feet.
Oh god. That's right, I'm a barbarian. I'm gonna say that every time I'm in a damn fight. God, I'm a barbarian. Okay. Like I said, barbarians are fine, as long as they never have to do any talking. Guess I'll go after this one.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Okay then. They're fine as long as they don't have to do talking. Say it again, man. Actually, my reactions are probably messed up, right? Oh no. I don't have reckless attack yet. That's rage. I forgot about that. It's rage. Because I'm used to it being frenzy when I'm playing Carla because she's a berserker.
Talk to me.
1 point. 1 point. Can you do that? Actually, do they have some fire resistance? They might. No, they're just vulnerable to psychic, interestingly. Alright. Another one that is going to have to get respect, for sure. Miss Shay Shay here. She definitely needs respect. Trickery is like the worst possible freaking subclass for cleric. Actually, I really shouldn't have her looting, just in case people try to get rid of Shadowheart again. I shouldn't have her looting, because I'm going to need this stuff for the other character. Alright. No cursing. Hydrate, stretch. Hold on. No cursing for... I think, what is it, 5 minutes? I don't know. I don't know, but hi. Alright, I've hydrated. I'm stretching. Stretching and stretching. Okay. Whose turn is it? It's somebody's turn. Okay then. Now we do need to still get a bow for Shadowheart. I'm sure somebody will drop one somewhere. The last one gave me no choice but to invent the ARPR, which is the Astarion Romance Protection Rule. because I mentioned this earlier. So what happened in the last run? The brief summary was everybody let me make all the choices to get his approval high enough to trigger the romance, and then as soon as the romance triggered, they made me shoot him down. And I looked it up on the internet, and if you shoot him down, there's no way you can ever get the romance back again. And I know myself well enough. I've started so many runs trying to do RNG or chat voting, and every time I lose Astarion or his romance, I completely lose all motivation to play. That's just the way it is. I said this earlier. Astarion is my storyline. Everything else is side content. Excellent, amazing side content, but side content nonetheless. So I know myself well enough to know that if I can't have the Astarion romance, I will not finish the run. Because that has happened about 200 times in the last 5 years. I tried to do this random stuff with RNG or chat voting, and as soon as I lose Astarion's romance, I quit playing because I can't stand it. So we've invented the ARPR, the Astarion Romance Protection Role. Like it says in the chat title, everything is democracy except Astarion. He's under federal protection, because that's the only way I'll be able to keep playing if I can have Astarion. So yeah, that's what happened with the last run. Yes, that went out the window. Because the other choices, I could have went back like 16 hours. But since I'm doing multiple runs, if I would have went back 16 hours in that run, I would have been so confused about what I did and what I didn't do. So I just decided to start over. It was easier. Yeah. So this is my new Chatocracy run with the ARPR in effect. I mean, you can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't affect Astarion's romance, but I would really prefer not to lose companions. Even the ones I don't like, I'd prefer not to lose them. I mean, if you really want to be evil, you can make me lose companions, but that also makes me lose huge blocks of story, which is not cool. Because I love story so much. Losing entire blocks of story is just really not cool. Because even the companions I don't like, I still want their story. I still want to try to get them good endings. Even if I don't like them. I still want to do that. Alright, so you got 6 points left, my dude. Well, it's not just that, but I mean, I don't know how much you were watching in my last run, but as soon as that happened, my spirit was completely broken. I did not want to continue playing at all. I forced myself through for another 12 hours or so, but when I looked it up, I was like, there's no way to fix this. There's no way to fix this. According to the internet, there is no way to fix it, because once you turn him down, the game flags him as not a romance. So he will never, ever try to start the romance again. And also, the other caveat with Astarion's romance, it has to start in Act 1. That's the only way to get the Astarion romance. It has to start in Act 1, and you have to get him to medium approval by the end of Act 1, or his romance is completely off the table. So, with chat voting, even if they don't kill him, even if they don't make me turn him down, if I can't get his approval high enough to get his romance to trigger, I won't get his romance. So that's why the ARPR was invented, the Astarion Romance Protection Role. Like I said, everything is fine if you want to be evil and horrible. Just don't touch my Astarion romance, because I will completely lose all motivation to play. I know it because I've done it for 5 years. I keep trying to do these runs where things are random in some way, but every time I lose Astarion, that's it. The run's over. I can't make myself play it anymore. Okay. So yeah, that's the way it works. Let's see, let me catch up on chat before I go to the next turn. Good rules to govern. Sure, chat will be helpful and kind this time. Well, Jim's being nice so far, because we had somebody that's trying to vote against his bae, which is Shadowheart, and I did the tie break to save his bae, so he's trying to save mine as well. But I got the Astarion Romance Protection Rule, so it should be fine. It should be fine. But yeah, I did the tie break to save Shadowheart, and I made Lae'zel do the check because I needed a 2, and that was the only time I rolled a 1, ridiculously enough. But I made Lae'zel do the check. I tried to save his bae because, like I said, I love story.
Behold,
I don't want to lose any story.
dance of death.
Calm down. But yeah, even with the companions I don't like, I don't want to lose their story. And if you were watching my Act 3, you know that I am not a big fan of Lae'zel, but I even have been trying to get her happy ending. Shadowheart, you can have that, babe. But yeah, I've been trying to get her happy ending as well.
I'm coming for you.
And I'm not even a Lae'zel fan. I'm still trying to get her a good ending. That's why I don't get the extensiveness of the Astarion hate. It's like, even the companions I do not like, I still recruit them. I still do their story. I still try to get them a good ending, even if they're companions I don't particularly like. So I don't get where there's so much vitriol when it comes to Astarion. It's like, I hate him. I kill him on sight. He's horrible. He's awful. I'm like, there's a couple companions I really don't like, but I don't kill them. I don't ignore them. I don't completely mess up their story. I just don't get how people can be so vicious, especially if they know his story. If you know his story and you still can't stand, you know, letting him exist, I'm just like, what the heck? Just what the heck? That's just a whole new level. I don't get why he is so threatening to people, where they hate him so much they have to kill him or something. I'm just like, I don't like a few companions, but I don't do that. I don't do that. I keep them all. I recruit them all. I try to do all their stories. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyhow.
Let's finish this.
Yes, let's finish this. You'll be nice. Even a bad run is still content, albeit a bit different. Well, yeah, but at the same time, I have to actually have enough motivation to keep playing. So that's why the ARPR was invented. Because, like I said, I've tried multiple times in the last 5 years to do these RNG or chat voting runs. And I know myself well enough to know that if I can't have that one thing in this game that I love the most of all, I can't make myself keep playing it. So that's why. He brings vitriol, troll of all manner and kind. Yeah. All right. Shay Shay. Do you need to loot anything? I mean, what the heck? I can probably... Sorry, I'm just adjusting my headset again. But let's see. I don't know what I was going to say. Got distracted by my headset being funny. I mean, I can probably loot the one that's right next to me. And Lizelle can probably loot these ones. So, guess we'll just try to go as far as we can. Alright. I mean, since she's here.
On I go.
Alright, let me guess. You are probably fire resistant? Not that there's any point in attacking him. I know people are like, but his sword, but his sword. I got better stuff in my mods. I don't need to worry about his dang sword. We'll attack him just so we have something to do on this turn, but yeah. I don't really care about his sword, like, at all. I'm not going to waste 20 minutes trying to kill him when I got better stuff in my mods.
Take this, or Astarion will have your head.
Yeah, buddy.
Ignore the devil.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
must take the transponder.
Alright. Now, I can probably loot the stuff on the way, but so can she. So, I don't know.
What lies within?
Really, babe? Really? Yes, I'm sending my character everything that might be semi-useful, just in case chat gets funny and makes me give up companions, which I really don't want to do. But at least I'm going to keep the loot. Well, you can have that. I don't care. It's a dagger. But yeah, so I'm going to keep the loot if I can. Loot safety protocol. That's right, you can't do anything because you did a thing. You dashed. Yeah, that's it. Words, man. Words. But yeah, I haven't eaten since like 5 p.m. and it's 1 a.m. So I don't know if I'm going to go the full 4 hours tonight, but we'll see. I think my 5 minutes is up though. So I can say damn if I want. What a curse, I know. Alright.
What now?
What now indeed? Well, guess we'll jump in this general direction. Well, at least being on a horrible class that I really don't want my main character to be, I can jump really far. So yay us.
Breathe deep and move.
I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna use that. Alright, I guess I'll dash it up. Now, I could attack him, but that's rather pointless. Rather pointless.
What's in here?
A cutscene is in here, apparently.
Hurry, before before they strike.
I lost somebody. I lost somebody. Oh no. Jeez. My headset is being really annoying tonight. It's being really annoying. Alright, yeah. Well, I can't attack you because I wasted my turn to dash. Welcome to Melee Land. Ugh, I so need to respec. But I'll try to be good. And at least save my first 100 gold for respecking Shadowheart if we can keep her. But yeah, I don't really want to play this character as my main character. Like I said, barbarians are fine if they don't have to pass any checks.
Protect me.
But when you're the main character, you kind of have to. Interestingly, this guy doesn't op attack you. Alright. Wow. Interesting. She actually killed something. This, you know, like I said, she needs to be respected. So when she actually hits before being respect, it's quite refreshing. Yeah, Shadowheart starts out as the worst possible cleric subclass, and if you don't pay attention when you're leveling up, it defaults Astarion to the worst possible thief subclass as well, or rogue subclass.
My path be true.
That's right, thief is the best rogue subclass, but it defaults him to the worst one if you don't pay attention when you're leveling. Okay. I don't know who I lost, but if it was Jim, we're all doomed. He's been trying to vote for good things. Alright, why can't you jump? Why can't you jump, sir? I could have swore us could jump before, but like I said, I don't know if the tutorial us is different than the regular us. He just doesn't have a jump. Alright. Okay, yay. You're my safety blanket, Jim. Okay. Isn't that what you always want it to be? Somebody's safety blanket? But no, that's why the ARPR role is here. Go us with the op attacks, man.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
Oh my goodness. Again. Headset. Annoying. Alright, let's go hit this fool, I guess. Barbarian, I hit things. That's what us barbarians do.
Haste.
We hit things.
Forward, Istik, before more dragons come.
Well, I've got a bonus action, but there ain't anything really I can do. I mean, I could rage, but there's only one dude left and he's got 3 points, so what's the point, right? I did get called a weighted blanket. I was confused whether or not they were trying to call me that. That is a weird thing. I've never heard anybody called that. I've heard security blanket, but wonder. I mean, somebody said I was surprisingly adequate in battle, and they're the lowest DPS. But okay. Where are you going, bud? Well, that was rude. That was quite rude. Do I want her to heal me? Or do I want her to jump? I mean, she doesn't really need to get that close since we're ahead of her. So I guess we'll just have her heal me. Okay, I don't think she can reach this full, but we'll try. I guess she can. Wow. 3 kills for Shadowheart, and she's not even respect yet. How weird. How very strange. Don't you love a back? I know. It sounds really. I mean, I've been playing it for 5 years, so that's probably has something to do with it. I mean, I don't even like combat. I've just been playing this game for so long. It's just kind of like, Combat's just something I kind of got to put up with to get to the stuff I like. But I've been doing that for 5 years, so I guess that's why I get through most fights easily enough. Because I don't even have any mod gear on us right now. Other than, you know, the permanent shovel, which has really given me quite the advantage in fights, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've just been playing it for a very long time. That's all.
Kill them, or your spine is mine.
Okay, Lae'zel's gonna take my glory, isn't she? Alright, it's fine. I don't care, honestly. Go ahead, Lele. Get us out of here. You saved Shadowheart, and now you're saving the whole ship. You're the bestest girl ever. Let's move on. I'll get a drink while we watch this cutscene.
The helm's
Yes, I
alien
changed her
transponder.
armor,
You made it in time.
so we don't get the upskirt shot. Sorry, Base L fans. Sorry, I hit the microphone. That was loud. Oops. Sorry, Base L fans, no upskirt shot. We made it! And I only had to, like, do a couple little finagly shenanigans to save Shadowheart. But I mean, chat could still vote to get rid of her here on the beach. We'll see. They could still vote to get rid of Lele, too. Later, after the beach. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, how long have I been on? Because I did need to eat at some point. I've been on for a little over 2 hours. We'll see. I said I was going to probably stop between 2 and 4 hours. I usually go at least 4 hours, but we'll see. We shall see. Nope. But my character keeps trying to loot that, so I'm getting rid of it. I don't like it. Okay, weird little hiccup there. I also need to probably set the party limit adjuster, but I'm kind of wary of doing that at this point because I'm still at the point where Astarion's romance flag could get broken if I have the party limit mod in the game. I kind of know when I have to turn it off and be careful, but I still don't trust it fully. And there's no way to tell until Act 3, which is annoying if it broke. Alright, let's get some more darker psychoticness. But yeah, I know you may think it's cheating to put in the ARPR.
Half expected your
Like I said,
memories to return
I've tried
once
this
you
a
were
million
free of the
times in the last 5 years.
ship.
I know what happens.
Your past is still an
If I don't have
aching
ARPR.
void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
But yeah, for 5 years I've tried to play this game without the Astarion romance, and it always crashes and burns. So I think that's enough of a trial to warrant adding a roll to keep that from happening. Alright, so this is annoying because it's so many things. I gotta reduce my bar to even get the accept button, and I gotta pick 4 things. Oh my goodness, get comfortable. I gotta pick 4 things here. Alright. When allies within 10 feet of you gain 1 to 4 hit points every turn. I mean, nice. You don't provoke opportunity attacks, but you lose 1 armor class. When killing a foe with a force damage targeted spell or cantrip, you gain 1 level spell slot in any warlock spell slot, so it's a will thing. I must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become mad? No, thank you. While the wielder's holding a weapon powered with shillelagh. I never use that. Ancient magical bond. Restore 1 level 1 spell slot. I mean, normally I say ooh, ah when I see things like that, but I'm not a caster this time. Might be good for Gil. I mean, this is nice. This is nice. But we gotta pick 4 things, so we'll see. Whatever, protection meal, good, whatever. A scimitar. Jahir is really the only one that uses those. We're a long way from her. A dagger. With blood sacrifice? What is that? No! No, thank you. Creatures to take damage from this bow must succeed a strength saving throw or be thrown back. I mean, that's nice, but we'll see. Healing creature you summoned. Whatever. When you jump, gain 1 charge or reverb. Whatever. Okay, attacking illuminate. I hate these ones that are like so situational. When taking damage, you summon 13-foot holy flames lasting 2 turns. But you're immune to them if you worship Lathander or Seluna. Yeah, okay. Ensnare a target if it's not plant or beast. I mean, okay. But meh. This is every time you start your turn at dark. No, never use that. When you deal damage with Occlumancer powers, make your target wet. Insert your own joke, guys. Insert your own joke. That might be good for Gil? Assuming we can get Gil. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll get those 4. I'm assuming I'm going to actually get my companions. That's how I'm picking loot. We'll see what happens, though. Yes, I pick loot, assuming I'm going to have all my companions. What a concept, right? Okay. Let's see what we got. Is this a clamshell? Can you give that to the little brat in the grove? We'll see. That's an early access thing. He isn't normally there. Guess we'll turn on the other auto loot now. Alright, so this right here is, I mean, sure, cool, I guess I'll put that on. Now this is for restoring spell slots, right? That actually could be really good for Shadowheart, because level 1's her heals, so I might put that on her. And then Thunderwave Shortbow. I mean, I'm probably going to use a bow more this run than I normally do, because I'm not a caster this time. So I guess, even though it's slightly less damage, I guess I'll put it on for now. For now. And then this is the one I was going to save for Gil. I was going to give this to Shadowheart if we can keep her. I was going to give this to Gil if we can get him. I mean, that's not a terrible color, actually. I prefer darker blue, but it's not terrible. But we'll dye it anyway. We'll dye it anyway. Okay. Give me a number, random.org. 1. Abraxas. Ugh. Is that actually brown, or does it just look that way because of the blood? No, okay, it's black. I normally don't use this, but when I'm trying to dye things, it's kind of necessary. I guess we'll keep it for now. I don't really like the brown outline, but it'll work for now, I suppose. So yeah, we're going to give this to Shadowheart if we can keep her, and we're going to give this to Gel if we can get him. Alright.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Now, I think I got all my tutorial stuff, other than the one, or there's 2 things that you can't get until you're in camp, because they spawn in the camp chest. So I think we're fine. Alright, let's continue the game, shall we? I hope you're still here, Jim, because we're gonna have to make choices that
They should all be running.
involve your bay here. So let's get this sorted out. We escaped the Hells in the Alloy and crashed somewhere back in the material plane. We need to explore an area to find a healer. Special, yes, special, aren't you? Shh, don't fight it. You know what you need to do. Take up that knife. Do what you do best. Cece's breathing. You'll feel better after. Be yourself. Think dirty thoughts. Okay, great. Alright, Shay Shay. Let's see if anybody tries to get rid of you again. They've already tried a couple times. The Die tried. A couple voters tried. Okay. Alrighties. I mean, but she's the dev's favorite princess, so even if we leave, we can still recruit her later if we need to. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 30 thoughts. It's one hell of a mission. I know. Well, it's actually called the Urge, but yeah. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody's trying to get rid of your bay yet. Wicker. With the lovely tentacle in the background. Scenic here.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I mean, maybe I should give her the bow I have. Because pushing things back is probably a bad idea for a barbarian. I don't know. We'll think about it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. At least my character's actually pretty, so that's nice, right? Not sure about the scars, but 4, 3, 2, 1. I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling.
So I might give her the bow and the ring,
Nothing.
if we can keep her. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. And remember, I still gotta fight brain doggos before I get to my man. So I really don't want to lose her. Fighting them solo is kind of annoying. 8, 7, and there's actually a random encounter where you can fight more of them. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No votes. Oh no. You have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer.
Says the cleric.
We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Alright. Anybody gonna vote for 3 to leave Shay Shay? Even though I was just talking about giving her a bow and a ring. And having to fight brain doggos before I get to my man. But anyway. 12, 11, 10. Really? Okay, fine. I never say that one, but okay. I never say that one for some reason. I don't know why. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're not leaving her. We're just going to annoy her. I mean, like I said, I never say this one anyway, but fine. What happened to our Gith friend? Friend? That's a bit of a liberal use of the word friend. But yeah, what happened to our Gith, quote-unquote, friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her
Believe
a
me,
friend.
I reconsider it.
Looks like she ran off without us.
Okay, are we going to try to get rid of Shadowheart? Ah, Jim, I hope you're still voting, because they're giving us plenty of chances to get rid of your girl. Although, I mean, yeah, we can get her later, but still. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. But still, not nearly as many chances as they give you to kill Astarion on Bite Night. They give you, like, about 40 40, 45 chances to kill Astarion on Bite Night. Something in that general area. 10, 9, 8. Now you know how I feel about Astarion. This is why my rule exists. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You want to stay together, I take it.
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake.
Well, I mean...
Can't think of better company.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Jim's clicking his butt off to, save his girl. 9. Yeah, I know, really. 8. Forget those brain jogs. I don't need any help. It's fine. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have saved your girl.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me.
Oh, I'll give
It
you a
would have
bow
been
and a
all
ring.
too
Call it
easy for
even.
you to run right past my pod, but you didn't.
I know.
I'll remember that. Lead the way.
All right. Well, first take this junk. Actually, it's not junk, but take the stuff. Take the stuff. Because, yeah, the more I think about it, pushing things back is probably not a great plan for a barb.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Here you go, babe. Put this on. And here, I got you a fancy ring, too. We're not engaged or anything, but here you go, babes. Why did you mess up? Stop messing up your damn bar, girl. I know, the game always does that shit. It's annoying as hell, though. 3 to 8. 1 to 8. Alright. So this is a light. I can use heavy, though, right? I don't know if I got a heavy one yet. Alright, so that's her sorted. Let's get back to me.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Now, do I have a heavy? I don't think I do. But we'll look. Oh, wait, I don't want latest. I want type. Okay. Yeah, these are all light, but fine. Okay. And these are for Gil. Assuming we can get Gil. You know, my second favorite character, Gil. Now these... Oh yeah, we can send stuff to camp now, finally. Alright, let's send this to camp, because you're not going to be looting anything anyway. Send this... No, not that. That's my die. We'll send this to camp. Get rid of that stupid... weird buff we had on us. And I think everything else is fine. Alright. Onward! We have saved your girl. We have saved her, but now let's dye her clothes. Because, yeah, I mean, her armor's not terrible, but... It's the only problem with shields. You can't ever see what you're doing. But, yeah, her armor's not terrible, but I'd prefer it to be ridded of that brown nonsense. I don't like the brown. Alright, random.org, give me another number. 6. Aeolian. Version 2. Ugh. No, 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 and no. I wanted less brown. Less brown. Less. Try again. 25. 6, 12, 18, 24, 25. Black and Furnace Red. Maybe. It's one of the few base game dyes that's kind of tolerable. I still don't like the gold up at the top, but I guess it's bearable for now. Yeah, I just don't like the gold at the top. But it's fine-ish. Yeah, I just don't like the gold. But whatever. It's okay. We'll deal with it.
Keep it together.
I think Marigar's in this chest. For some reason, the key had disappeared from the ship. No! No, Ma Brown! Alright, so we could go fight the extra boys over here. Or we could just go towards Astarion and then maybe come back to fight the extra boys. Because there's extra brain doggos down by the river here. Down by the river. Yeah, there's extra brain doggos over here from Random Encounters
Looking
mod.
ahead.
But I think for now we'll just
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
go get my man. So I am getting hungry, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to go, so we'll see. See, there they are. Right there. That's from the Random Encounters mod. I don't think they'll aggro from over here.
Quiet. Move with care. On my way.
Yeah, those tieflings are donezo. Stop trying. Oh, you fucking hell.
Better stay back.
I just was gonna say,
Be lethal.
don't freaking walk into the freaking.
I'm ready.
Okay, I guess we're doing this now. Yeah, hi. I guess we doing this. Potato. I can't say potato? Alright. I'll try not to. Okay, so... yeah, I really wasn't planning on doing this fight right now, but I guess here we are, eh? Here we are, eh? Alright. I think I saved, but I'm gonna save again. Because I normally just sidestep these dudes. They're really hard to solo. But I've done it before with just me and Shay Shay. Well, I guess he saved against the getting shot back thing. That's what it was. Alright. Hey, I'm a barbarian. In 3 hours, maybe I'll actually get to the fight. That'd be cool, right? I love melee. What are you talking about? I love melee. I love it so much.
No choice but to keep going.
Yeah, well... Guess what? You can't do F all because you're melee and you're too far away. But, alright. This is why I never rage, because I always gotta jump to get to the fight, and I still can't get to it. I mean, I could use this, but it's kind of a bit of overkill in this fool. Now, where's the other one? Is he? Did they actually kill one? There's usually two over here. They actually kill one? I've never seen that happen before. Oh no, he's back there. I was gonna say, what the hell?
Can't even catch my breath.
Yeah, well, here we are. Yes, I have Scorching Ray, but that's a bit of overkill for these guys. Alright, yeah, let's get closer. That seems like a good plan. I love melee. What are you talking about? I love it. Just throw your melee weapon, trust me. I don't usually ever use the thrown attacks. If you've seen me play when I have Karlach with me, I usually make her a berserker and usually just do the frenzied strike. The only time I do the frenzied throw is if it's a something that I can't just use a bow on, you know? Because if I'm going to do a ranged attack, I usually just use bow. But I don't know. Miss, miss, miss. You get a miss, and you get a miss, and you get a miss. Oh, what? You hit. You actually hit. Well, bye, buddy. Yay, now he's over here. Oh, there's actually 3 of these dudes. Usually there's only 2. I guess the one's already always dead before we get here. Alright. I'm Miss Marigar, but he's locked in a chest and I can't get him out. Gee, I hope I can find somebody that can do that, eh? I guess we'll actually rage. I guess we'll actually rage. What a concept.
May the gods take you first.
Woohoo, level 2, babies. I guess I should get closer to him so he can actually hit me, because that seems like a logical way to survive. Says the girl who always plays casters and ranged attackers.
To find a way
Yeah, get
forward.
closer. Good plan, wink. frenzy throw money sometimes. Oh, jeez.
What should I do?
Don't die and kill something. There's a plan.
On the move.
Okay, this dude has 15 points. Too many. Too many. What do you mean, not enough movement? It's literally a bow, babe. It's literally a bow. You're high, aren't you? Oh. Really? Really, though? Really, though? Really? Just really? Why do you torture me like this, Shadowheart? Why do you torture me? I know, it's not her, it's the game. But still, it's annoying. So now we gotta waste a whole damn action just to make you dash, and you're not even melee. What's your excuse, babe? At least she's not melee the way I play her. I guess we gotta waste our turn. Look at the range character. I know. I know. Apparently I'm contagious, my damn barbarian. Alright, let's waste your turn to get you closer. Like you're a melee person or something. Alright, sure. That's fun. I know, it's weird. It's weird. Usually that's only melee characters' problem. It's a bit bizarre. I'll bet. Okay. That's right one. It's still quick saving. It doesn't like me hitting space. That was a weird little move, buddy. You can tell they're from a mod. They move oddly. Well, you guys are doing great. One of you still alive. Good job, good job. He's only taken 1 point of damage this whole time. Crap-tastic, that is. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to use Lacerate when he's, you know, only got 14 points. But, I did it. I did a thing. I mean, I could shove him, but it's not really going to be advantageous to me. Because I'm melee. And there's no cliff to shove him off of. But I guess it would save this dude from an op attack. I guess I'll try it. I mean, Shadowheart's already too far away. Sure, let's shove him further away. I do like that they kick when they shove. It's kind of a funny barbarian thing. Alright. Sorry, Shay, if you still can't reach him. But I was trying to save the only remaining fool from getting op attacked, I guess.
I'm ready.
Are you, though? Are you, though? Okay. 7 points left. Can you do it, Shay Shay? No, I don't call her Shark. I know. I don't. How strange. Well, I mean, she hit. So, yay! Okay. Clipped. Feral? What am I being feral about? I'm gonna have to watch that. What was I being feral about? Wow. I mean, the NPC actually shoved him, then got his booty kicked, but it's fine. Alright, not enough movement. Yeah, okay, if you say so, game. Can't believe I'm playing a barbarian, man. We did it, yay. I wasn't expecting that to be so accurate. What's accurate? What? I'm missing things. What's accurate? What's happening? Keep in mind, it's like 2 a.m. here.
There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, because I'm kind of streaming right now, so I usually don't watch the clips till afterwards. But I'll have to look at that. Oh yeah, I don't think she's going to say anything at this point.
Something the matter?
I mean, I'm just checking to see if you have anything to say, but I doubt you do, but sure, we'll vote. Let's try not to do 5. I mean, you can do 5 if you want to, but I'm just going to go back to camp and put her back in the group, so it'd be kind of pointless and a waste of time for everybody. Okay. 15, 14, 13. I just wanted to see if you had something to say. 12, 11, 10, 9. I'm going to have to watch the clip now, guys. 8, 7. I usually wait till after the stream. 6. 5. Oh, you can't. Are you on mobile again, Sandy? Guys, it's really hard for me to see your votes in chat because of the delay, but I will try. Try refreshing if it doesn't work. So we got a vote for 1 and a vote for 5. But yeah, I mean, I'll try to honor the votes in chat, but because of the delay, if you vote in chat, it's going to be very easy to have your vote missed because of the delay. So we got a vote for 1 and a vote for 5. So you just want me to do this whole game solo, Sandy? Is that it? Yeah, because it's not like I like story and, you know, living. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I guess I have to be the tiebreaker. What's the story with that odd little artifact?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway.
Oh, you wanted me to send
Just
your
forget
girl
you
back
ever
to
saw
camp?
it.
Try again. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So, did refreshing fix it, Jim? Okay. It looks like it finally fixed it. Yeah, it's weird. Twitch has been all kinds of bizarre lately. Yeah, my video producer stopped working too, and the only way I could get it to fix is just to clear all the catch data on my browser. It wasn't working at all. It was so weird. And even ChatGPT quit working for a while. It like was responding, but I wasn't seeing the responses. But yeah, I had to clear my catch data because it was being all weird. Because there was some stupid update on my computer like in the last 24 hours, and everything's been effed up since then. But alright, we got a unanimous leave. Alright. It's fine. I really just wanted to see if she had anything to say. I mean, I kind of had a feeling she didn't, but I wanted to check. Alright, let's move on a bit.
And move.
Coat all the windows, yeah. Alright. I guess I should look at alchemy. I doubt we have much to do with it yet. No, we only have one thing. Can't really make anything. Alright, we got a level though. We got a level. So I get danger sense and reckless attack. Cool. I guess. Can't you hear my enthusiasm? I love melee classes. No, I can't really watch it while I'm streaming. I mean, I could, but it'd be kind of... Plus, I don't have Twitch open right now either. I mean, I don't have Chrome open. I have Twitch on my phone and then Streamlabs and my avatar, and that's it. I will look at it later, though. Alright, so we gotta sort her out. Yeah, I guess I got one thing. I mean, I could just leave it there. Also, it's a reaction, right? See, I don't really want it to always be doing reckless attack, because I don't like it. I know, everybody loves it, but I don't. But the thing is, I also don't want it to constantly be popping up and asking me either. So, we'll just...
There's no time to waste.
Alright, we gotta sort out your stuff, babe, because you always mess it up when you level up. They all do that, though. They always mess everything up when they level. There's not really anything I want to put in here for her. I guess we'll just leave her as is. But let's move this. It is a level 1. This is... Are these levels? No. Invoke duplicity. Yeah. Okay. Meh. Guess
Alright,
we're good.
What now?
We good? We'll reach a point where each of these clips be channel routine. I mean, I can watch it. I just don't have Chrome open right now. And it would be kind of like echoey and stuff. Alright. Alright, we'll look at it. Feral transformation? Oh wait, hold on, it's muted it. So now we gotta waste all... Oh, that? Okay. Got it. Okay. That's just funny. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm still streaming, right? I didn't mess up anything by opening that. Okay, cool.
What path lies
Alright, let's go
before
deal with
me?
these other fools, right? Okay. Well, normally I go up top, but I guess I'm a barbarian, so I shouldn't do that this time. Ugh. It just hurts me. It hurts me to have to play a melee class.
More of those wretched things.
Bye, buddies. Nice chat. I mean, still, it's probably better to go up here. But they don't like that idea, apparently. Alright. Guess get your butt up here, Shay Shay.
Onward.
Alright, this one is probably the closest. So, let's see. Might want to hamstring it this time. Although he's not really a high health mob, but same time we kind of want to slow him down. But I guess we'll just do a regular attack for now. Thanks, that was helpful. Let's move on. Everything's broken? Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna go well. Did I mention how much I love melee? Okay. They're both gonna op attack me. I as much as I don't like melee, that kick always amuses me. The kick amuses me. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna save again, because I'm probably gonna die here. Probably. Okay, Shadowheart. Well, better than last one, at least. I'm kind of... I don't know about moving her further away. I usually move as far away as possible. But if she's gonna need to heal me, which is pretty likely, probably don't want to move her too far away. Okay, that was rude. Well then, it's going well. Just wanted to check to see if that was accurate, that I had 9 of these. I still don't know if the dude in the grove will take these or not. And apparently they don't stack for some bizarre reason. Okay. I'll try not to hoard water this time, guys. I tend to do that. I don't know why, I just do. Okay. And of course I can't use cleave again. 9 or 6. I don't know. I usually like to kill off the ones that are the quickest to kill off first, but alright. Nice. Now that is an op attack though, so I guess we're just gonna stay here, being a melee person. Are you getting the impression that I don't like melee much, guys? Oh my. Alright. I'm actually fully healed. Nice. Well, 2 out of 3 are bad. Shadowheart, can you please stop missing? I mean, just could you give it a try? I know you're not respect yet. I know. Well, ouch. I love being melee. I love it so much. Sigh.
You fight well. Perhaps
yeah.
our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
I only had to eat 2 healing potions. I did very, very well. Well, I mean, I drank a healing potion for every time you missed. I wonder if there's a connection. I mean, maybe. See, I don't know why it doesn't like looting these little dudes either. Don't know. But hey, guess what it's time for? Guess what it's time for? Time for the ARPR to go into full effect, man. You already looted that. Time to begin the ARPR portion of our stream. For those that might just be tuning in and don't know what the hell I'm talking about. ARPR, Astarion Romance Protection Rule. Like I said, I've tried for 5 years to do chat votes and RNG runs, and as soon as I lose my chance to romance Astarion, I end up deleting the stream, so I'm saving you all by just putting the ARPR in effect. Because if I lose my chance to romance him, campaign is dead. Even if I keep playing it, it's dead. Just watch my last few Chatocracy streams, you'll see what I mean. Hey, it's my boy. It's my boy. I guess I should give it a real save here. Even though we have the ARPR. Yes, hello dear. Oh my god, I can't pass any checks on this character. I love it so much. Okay, let's move on. I've been topping the DPS in every fight so far. I wonder if that'll change now. Hello, dear. I made a new role for you.
I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
ARPR is in effect, but I know which one I normally pick, but none of these really change approval or keep you from recruiting him. Even if you hit this one, you can still recruit him. I know which one I normally pick, though. 15. 14. So we're being a jerk. Okay, great. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess we're gonna be just as sassy as you. Big strong it. I mean, I'm a barbarian though. I guess we're being as sassy as you are there, Starry Star. Kill it yourself, I guess. You look capable enough. And if you don't like that answer, you can always wrestle with me for a little while and we'll discuss it.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
Hey, I love him though. I love him though. Then again, I used to go to goth night, so that's kind of my my jam. I know which one I normally pick. I'm still letting you guys vote here though, because none of these will completely ruin anything. They just kind of annoy me, some of them, but none of them will completely ruin anything. I got +1 for Dex, +3 for Strength. But yeah, if it's something that'll ruin things, I'm gonna use my ARPR veto power. But if it won't really ruin things, I'll let you guys still vote, as much as it will pain me sometimes. But if it doesn't ruin things, you guys can still vote. 10, 9, 8, big strong barbarian muscles. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess I'm pushing myself to my fate. Well, I mean, maybe, but I've seen his romance scene, and I've seen both of his romance scenes with a female partner, and both times, he definitely seems to be in the dominant role. That's what we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I've seen his romance scenes with female characters, and yeah. Anyhow, I guess he's verse. Is that the terminology the kids use today? He's verse? Okay. Push yourself to your feet. I'm 16, I know. But if you fail every single roll with him, he still doesn't kill you or attack you. He just asks you questions. Even if you fail every single roll, he doesn't kill you, he doesn't attack you, he just asks you questions. And I mean, it's not like Lae'zel pulled a weapon on us the second she met us because she thought we were a thrall. No, Bazel would never do a thing like that. It's not like she tries to kill us again later or anything like that. No, no. Okay, anyway, yeah. I did it. Although I really am not sure I'm happy that I passed that. But okay.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod.
I guess I'll just have to call him by my
What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
pet names. Okay, I don't know what the 3 was for. Because I don't know. I don't know if I hit the right button there. Because, yeah, it's very hard for me to see votes in chat. Because I'm not always looking at chat. And there is a delay. So it's very hard for me to see votes in chat. So I'm sorry if I missed something. But, yeah. Are we going to still be jerks? I mean, this doesn't mess up anything. But I'd really rather not be a complete jerk to him. But, you know, okay. 15. 14. 13. Oh, my God. The Astarion hate is so real. I know, I just broke the in real life word ban, but my God, the hate for this man is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Fine, we'll start the 5 and it's over, but my goodness, the hate is annoying. Okay, anyway, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, what? Well, I mean, I guess that could be taken another way if you... It could be taken... It could be taken... I'm sorry. Anyway, 3, 2, 1... I know. Oh, gosh. And, I mean, he does say when we meet Karlach... Slight spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler because, I mean, I've done it in my stream before. But he does say when we meet Karlach, I appreciate anyone that opens a conversation with threats of bodily harm. So I mean, I mean, okay, so we got a vote for 2 and a vote for 1, or a vote for 3. But I guess I have to be the tiebreaker. I mean, it could be taken that way, but I guess I'll go with this one. Put the knife away, and maybe we can talk.
You'll talk. I can. Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of
Oh my
unfamiliar
goodness
eyes,
gracious,
prowling
guys.
dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory,
I
but it
yes, I am
fades
using the
to the
Astarion
worm.
protection roll, but
the light, the fear.
if it doesn't ruin the romance or get disapproval,
that?
I'll still let you
What's
guys
going
vote, even though if I don't like it much. Okay. I'm getting a drink, that's why I'm not counting. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. That's one I usually pick. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we got a tie between Mind Flayer's Worm and honestly I have no idea. I guess I'll go with 1 since I got a tie break. Now I'm also trying to pay attention to the clock. I think it was 12 after when I restarted the clock on the in real life word ban. So I still got like 3 minutes. But I always have pet names for the man. So, alright, so we got a tie between 1 and 2. So I guess we'll go with 1 this time. It's the Mind Flayer's Worm. It connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
I mean, I could do that either way. Well, I can guess which one probably that people are going to say. Now, it says he disapproves of that, but I don't really remember seeing disapproval for that. All right, I guess we'll count the other direction. I don't know what difference it makes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I am getting quite hungry though. 11, or no, 12, 13. I don't know. I'm confused myself at this point. 14, 15. Okay, so we got to vote for apology accepted, and we got to vote for glad to see we're all caught up now. So, I think you can guess which one I'm going to pick. Although, again, his approvals are weird in this particular dialogue, because it says he disapproves of that, and he says he approves of that, but I don't actually see any approval pop up. At least I know I don't usually see a disapproval here. But, alright, since we have a tie again, guess we'll go with apology accepted. I might have done the same where the roles reversed. See? No approval pops up.
Kindred
It
spirit.
says he approves, but no approval pops up.
My name's Astarion.
Oh no, that's the word ban.
I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna get so confused now, reversing my order that I count things in. 5, 4. No, see, I just did it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 is pretty funny. I usually pick it because it's funny. 12, 13, 14, 15. Are you voting for 3 or 4? Which was it, Sandy? Are you trying to cast 2 votes? Or is there just a delay? Yeah, that's why I was counting backwards, because that's a countdown. A countdown. But, okay, so we got... I don't know if Sandy's voting twice or what. So, are you voting for 3 or 4? 4, okay. So, it's, the funny one. Or just nod. I like the funny one, though. So, I'm gonna go with that. I'm in quite the state, but I think I'm Tempest. And also, my 5 minutes is up, but Astarion already broke the ban. I didn't even have to use my little pet names to call him Starry Star. Okay.
A pleasure.
My pleasure.
So,
He's purring at me again.
do you know anything about these worms?
Sorry, you talked and I forgot what I was doing. Okay, 15, 14. I'm counting down again. I don't care. I'm counting down again. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't see any votes in chat. So, yes, unfortunately, they'll turn us into mind flayers. Oh, and you know as much as I do. Well, wait. Another tie, but we'll just go with this one since, yeah. Like I said, that's why it's so hard for me to look at votes in chat, because the delay and everything else. But, alright, yes, unfortunately, they'll turn us into mind flayers. It's technically another tie, but that's what I usually say, so. I mean, any of them doesn't really matter. I usually don't say this one, though, for obvious reasons. But, okay. Yes, unfortunately, they'll turn us into mind flayers. If I could click, it'd be great.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster.
Would you like a hug? Because I can do that.
What else did I expect? Although... it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
But yeah, if you don't know his story, that reaction of his, where he laughs and he's like, of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? It doesn't really make sense until you know his story. But when you know his story, it's really, really quite sad. And I'm vetoing 4 and 3. No 4s or 3s. I mean, you can pick 3, but I'll just go to camp and get them, so it'd be a waste of your time. So, but we are definitely vetoing 4 because ARPR. ARPR. Okay. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. You want me to waste time going to camp and coming and putting them back in the party? I mean, I can do that, but why would I? When I can just pick the other option. But yeah, 4 is vetoed, and 3 I'm just going to undo the second I pick it. I just go undo it. ARPR. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, it's not rude, but at the same time, why would I want to not have the proper number of companions when I get into fights? That will just cause unnecessary death and reloading. It just is silly. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, there is a tie, but so we don't waste all the time going back to camp and putting him back in the party. We're just going to go with this one. You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know.
Would you like to wrestle some more?
All
What?
right. I accept. Lead on.
As he joins
God.
your side, your
You'll love the
mind
Starkers line.
dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
I bet the haters love that line. A perfect, pretty corpse. I mean, he technically is a... Sorry. All right. Let's get you sorted out, my dear. Let's get you sorted out. All the sortings. Okay. Level. But yeah, the reason I didn't veto the ones that said +1 and -1 is because they say that he approves or disapproves of those, but I think the approval mod needs updated, because even when you pick those, I don't ever see approval or disapproval. I mean, there might be disapproval. I don't pick that one that often, but I don't see the approval on the one that says approval. So, yeah. Alright, now I picked you up some stuff, dear. I picked you up some stuff. Okay, yeah. Jim, if you're still here, I wanted to show you what the what the Become a Vampire mod does. Let me put it on. Actually, let me send it to him. We'll send this to Astarion. And let me show you why I have the Become a Vampire mod, because it basically fixes him to actually mesh with 5e rules a bit more than he does currently. So, alright. These are his current abilities. These are his current stats. When you fix him to make him actually match 5e rules, here's what happens. Okay, it's not updating there. It's not updating. I think I might have to reload it. Yeah, that's weird. It's not updating there. But it did put in these things. But yeah, his, yeah, it normally updates all this. That's weird. But it did put the powers in here. This and this and this. That's strange. Because, yeah, it doesn't seem to be updating. Maybe I need to long rest before it updates? But yeah, normally it changes his strength to like 16. I think it changes his con to like 16. I think it changes his charisma to 12 and his int and wisdom 13. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, it's not updating them in here. Interestingly. But it did give him the abilities that he should have. Okay. That's weird. I might have to wait till after long rest. I didn't know. But yeah, it usually does that. Okay, let's get in the stuff we got him though. Alright. These he can hold. He doesn't have to, but might as well. Guess we can give a couple of these to him. Since regular healing spells don't work on him, but these do. Oh, and he needs to open this as well.
Simple.
Okay. Difficulty class 20. Oh my. Got it. Seems like cool mod though. What resistance? Ah, he got necrotic resistance. He should have poison resistance as well, but they need to update that, it seems. Okay, hello? Why for? That's just weird. Oh, it's this thing. Use this shard to organize the bits you have equipped. Type of shard leaves a trail of acid? Okay, weird. That's just weird. But, okay, let's put the rest of his stuff on him. Light crossbow. Since we don't have hand crossbows yet. Short sword. Because it's way better than dagger. Now this is pretty much the same as his. And yeah, the flavor text on his outfit. Despite the careful stitches, the gold embroidery on this padded doublet is slowly unraveling. But the best flavor text. That's the best flavor text. Embroidered into the cloth. If you're reading this, you managed to bed or behead me. Either way, you got lucky. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. So, this, I mean, rapiers are good for him, but not until he gets dual wielder, and we'll probably better ones by then. Now this thing, when you're shoved in combat, become a giant for one turn? That's just weird. But I guess I'll put this one on Astarion, since healing for him makes sense, considering. And I guess we'll put this one on me. Okay. No, I don't think we need to do anything else with this stuff. Yeah, this is basically the same as what he currently has on, but I think the one he currently has on looks slightly better. Slightly. Not by much, but slightly. Okay, so we'll put this one on me, I guess, since strength is more important to me than it is to Astarion. Alright.
Mind, never quiet.
Ugh. That definitely needs dyed. You know me and my love of brown. I still don't know about these things. They're just weird. Okay, so this we can get rid of now. Actually. Oh, did I get Marigar? Yeah, I got Marigar. Cool. Okay. Let's see. He's probably going to use this more than me, so we'll give it to him. These I don't think I'm going to need. But I do need to dye this because it's ugly. Ugly. I don't think there's anything else in here. No. Okay. Alright. Let's see what color we're going to go with for the cloak. Give me a number. 30. Oh, yay, it's one of the gothic ones. Nice. I mean, we can make the rest of her outfit match, right? Yes, I got a 30 in case you're wondering. Alright, nice, nice, nice. These are the gothic dyes, guys. They're my favorite ones. Psychotter's Gothic Dyes is the name of the mod, if you care. Alright. Although we do need to dye Astarion's thing too, because it's kind of a faded black, which I mean, yeah, makes sense, you know, considering, but still, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Alright. And now I get a 1. 30 and then 1. Alright. Abraxas, I think that might be greenish or something, but we'll see. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's kind of greenish. Not terrible, but not in love with it. Guess we'll keep it for now. See, it looks a little better on his camp clothes. Speaking of camp clothes, let's fix that shit right away. I'll take that, dear. Thanks much. Alright. And now I gotta re-dye it because it's just not black enough. It's just not black enough. Alright. And might as well keep with my other theme here. Much better. Much better. I mean, I'm not a fan of the green, but it's such a dark green, it's kind of tolerable. Guess we'll dye the shoes too, because they just don't match now. It's Fashion Gate, guys. It's Fashion Gate. Alright, that's a little better. A little better. Okay. Now, is there anything else we need to do before we move on? I don't think so. Now we got our fashion on. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why it's not updating his stats, because I know it changes his stats. I actually forget what exactly it does. I'm going to live dangerously here and call it up on mod.io just to look at it, because I want to know, because I know it's supposed to change his stats, and it usually does, but it's not showing up. I know. Living dangerously. I'm not even logged in. That's right, I had to clear my catch. Come in. Jeez. Logging in is so damn annoying on any site ever. Just a pain in the ass. Okay. Actually, my subscriptions. It should be under my subscriptions. Yeah, become a vampire. This mod allows you to make your character a vampire, vampire spawn, or vampire ascendant. Okay. Tainted blood, apparently, which I never use, allows you to gain all the abilities of vampires, none of the stat or special effects. Note for the console players, this version of console does not have access to tainted blood. Chest location. Okay, yeah. Why choose this? Okay. But what is it? Ability scores are increased by a vampire, increased to a vampire spawns, or in the case of vampire ascendant, use a buffed version of Strahd, besides tainted blood. All vampire abilities included multi-attack, claws, bite, turn into bat, gaseous form, and charm. All vampire passives included except sunlight hypersensitivity. Normal health. The difference from NPC vampires is normal health scaling is kept. This means you don't get the vampire 100 plus HP immediately. While tempting, this would lock the player's health at a value, making it less desirable in late game. And you will have your class passives and abilities. Since you're undead, you will not be able to receive healing from many healing spells, but your regen should make up for that. Okay, so that's what that mod does. It's called Become a Vampire, and it is on mod.io. So, yeah, that's the one I used. Okay. Alright, moving on. Let's go. Alright. One more chance for the haters, but really I'm kind of vetoing everything here. Do we want to hear more about him, or do we just want to...
have a manner of irresistible desperation about you.
That's a Dark Urge thing?
I like it.
Thank you. So, are we going to pick 1 or 3? Because we're not picking 2, because I'll just go back and get them. 15. ARPR, baby. So, everything but 2. 13. 12. I also have to fix his hair and makeup stuff. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, 1. I just like the way you say it, rather.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Okay. Alright, thanks. Okay, yeah, that's one thing I didn't do yet.
Hello.
Oh yeah, I gotta fix this bar still. Whoopsies. I got a little distracted by the finding the vampire mod so I could tell you what it's supposed to do. Alright, so we'll fix his bar. And then we'll give him his little makeover-y thing. See, I've seen some hella gorgeous versions of Astarion. But I try to at least make my characters at least recognizable, you know? As fun as the mods are and as hot as I've seen some makeovers, I still would like the characters to at least be recognizable, you know? I mean, I could have kept that on there, but it doesn't matter. Alright. Hugsies. Kisses. Romance scenes. No, we're not using that. This can go up here. Alright, so multi-attack, the bite, then I think the claws are higher for the moment, but that'll change later. Where the heck is it? Piercing shot, piercing strike, and his regular attack. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. So his bar is sorted out now. His bar is sorted out. So let's do this. Hurry up and finish saving, buddy. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I don't think there's anything we need to change on this screen. Okay. piercing. Oh, wait. I use these ones because they're very roguey. They're very roguey. Okay. Makeup. Okay. I mean, we don't really need to do anything with this. But we'll do that, I guess. Not much of a change. Okay. Now. Hair color. I usually go just a teeny bit darker. I don't know. Yeah, that's a little bit darker. Just a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, see, I want it to still be recognizable, you know? But just a little bit of difference. Maybe someday I'll go all out with the makeover, but we'll see. Okay.
All is ash.
Now we can move on with our lives, now that we had the next episode of Fashion Gate 3. Okay.
Pave my path with corpses.
Yeah, I'm getting quite hungry,
Build
guys.
my castle with bones.
But we'll see. Hey,
survivors.
this is an early access scene
Trying
restored.
to dig somebody out of the wreckage.
These guys were in early access.
I've seen desperation like that before. Someone's playing mind games.
There, a mind flayer. And it's hurt.
I'd rather it be hurt than me. Do be careful.
Okay. Let's get rid of this fool.
Let's dance.
Gods!
Too sleep for chance to dream? Oh great, just talking to Astarion.
The voice. Oh, gods! The voice.
They talking to Star.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep that hair color or not. It looks kind of weird in this lighting, but we'll see. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Oh, I know. I forgot the highlights. That's what I did. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I guess we'll go with this voice. What was it saying?
Imagine
Is somebody voting?
everyone you've ever loved screaming for help in one voice. It drove us mad. It drew us. We couldn't stop even when we dashed our boat against the shore. What now?
Oh, jeez, what the hell was that? That was a little weird. Okay. This is a bug. I've never seen this one before. 15, 14. Yeah, this is a weird bug. 13, 12, 11, 10. But it's from early access, scenes restored, so it might be a little weird. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a weird ass bug, man. Your boat, can it be repaired?
By who? We're miles from anyone and anywhere.
Because nobody's voting now.
Even if... Wait. Your mind. I can... feel it. You're like them. Those creatures.
Yeah, Yeah, I think I might change his hair. It's like, it looks like it's like darker on one side than the other, and it's just weird. But anyway, I know this is important stuff, guys. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Did we lose Jim? Nobody's voting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, they did something to me, but I escaped.
No. Just keep away, all right? We'll go our way. You go yours. Please.
All right, so
Those people. The Mind Flame made them its puppets.
anything else to say, people? All right, so let's try to fix this because his hair, like, it looks like the color's not evenly distributed. It just looks weird, like it's on one side different than the other side. See, it doesn't look that much like that in this screen. Oh, the highlights. Go with that. And then the actual hair color. Yeah, it looks odd. I don't know. Guess we'll go with that one. I guess. All right. All right. I don't know. Apparently, I'm in a conversation.
Where are we? There was
We're both in a
fire
conversation.
In the sky and then
Smoke on the water?
the voice. Oh God, the voice. What happened?
All right. Well, I think we lost everybody that was voting. But okay. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looked like you were helping that thing.
God, I think you're right. It called out from the wreckage. It sounded just like my daughter. But she's been dead for years. That thing got into our heads, drove us mad. We wrecked our boat just trying to get close to it. What do we do now?
All right. 15, 14, 13. Okay. This is the same thing that Astarion had to say. 12. Maybe that's why it was glitching out like that, because we were both in this conversation. He's trying to look at me, but also talk. So maybe that was what was causing the little weird glitch. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guess since we already said this, I'm gonna say first things first. Where are we?
We're nowhere. That's the point. Even with a boat, Baldur's Gate is days.
About
Wait.
40 some days, yeah.
You. I can feel you. Just like one of those things. You're one of them.
Okay. Yeah, because this was the same thing. 15, 14, 13, 12. That is very Dark Urge, even though Dark Urge didn't exist in Early Access. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? I saved you from that thing.
There's something in your head. Please, we'll take our chances out here. Just leave us be.
All right.
What to do?
Okay, let me get my Marigard up. My throat's also not happy with me right now. All right, let's loot this fool.
What's in here?
Yeah, I think we already got him. But anyways. Yeah, my cough is getting really bad. I keep muting, but yeah. Looks like everybody's pretty much no longer voting, and I have been on for almost 4 hours. So, I guess we'll continue this later. I don't know if the next stream will be my regular stream or this one, but we'll see. If I could type, great. Good day one. Yeah, tomorrow I've got to watch stupid annoying videos and probably get told I have to pay money to get a job, because that makes perfect sense. But, yeah. So tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming, if it'll be later or earlier or whatever. But yeah, I need to go get some food because I haven't eaten for like 10 hours or so. So let's see if we can find anybody to raid. And then we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Is anybody on? Toxic is on. Let's see though. We might raid Toxic, but let me look to see who else is hanging out. Categories. Baldur's Gate. Let's see. Huh. Dodging the Gate with Celestia Games. I mean, they're doing multiplayer, which I generally am not that into because you lose story, but they also have Parliament mod. So I guess we'll do this one. Okay. Let me just get that set up. If I can spell it right. Okay. So, thanks for hanging out. I don't know if the next stream will be this again, or if it'll be my regular run, or some other game altogether. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for voting, and stick around for the raid, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Night for now.